apparently last.
Wrong about what?
Now it's this guy on Twitter. Blaze, know what I'm talking about.
Oh, speaking of a guy on Twitter, does your podcast co-host watch this podcast?
Who's the co-host?
Well, not the co-host. What's the guy who's not Red Hood?
Oh, you mean the substitute podcast member, substitute teacher?
So he before the state of play, like for the last few days before the state of play, he was throwing out like little rumors here and there. Bro, none of that shit happened. None of that shit happened. But I mean, listen, we've already had this conversation before, Blaze. So
yeah, yo, what's up, everybody? Episode 21, bro. We made it 21 episodes. You know, that's pretty crazy if you ask me, bro. Because I would have never thought we'd make it to 10, but here we are at 21. Rev texted me like 15 minutes ago. He's running late. If I were to expose what Rev sent me on a text, I would end this. You know, this man is shameful. You know, actually, I'm not gonna hate on the guy, but he's running late. He's coming. He's just he took a side road. Yeah. Oh, never mind. He's here. But yeah, so episode 21. Meds is finally back. Had internet troubles. You know, that's my guy, Meds, bro. He's been going through this bullshit internet deal with Optimum, and you know, so anyway, then we got my boy, the original member, Vic. You guys know fucking Vic at this point. Big Cloud and Rev showed up. So what's up, Meds? Go ahead, start off. How you feeling, man?
what's up, y'all? Happy to be back. It's been a minute. I can't take Rev slandering my name on the podcast every week that I'm not there, so I had to come back. I tried to make an appearance last week, 2 weeks ago, but my internet was not having it. So I'm here today, and yeah, I got a couple drinks. Hopefully, Rev has a few as well, and yeah, let's get it.
Hey, Vic,
Rev
what's
does
up,
have
Vic?
the drinks on deck. Hey, that's a root beer. Ew.
What's good, bro?
Everything good?
Everything's good. I just started drinking.
Yes.
Sir. You already know, man. I'm having a rough night. I'm in my back hurts. Something else hurts, but I don't even want to talk with him. But I don't know. Maybe I got cancer. Anyway, what's up, Big Cloud?
What up?
You good?
Yes, sir.
Can you shut off the game? Can we have your full undivided attention?
What are you playing, dude?
Playing EldenRing, bro. Everybody's addicted to this shit, bro. It's ridiculous.
You playing a game in the middle of the podcast bit?
Come on, bro.
Trust me. No, I'm not the only one who does it, Rev. Speaking of EldenRing, how you doing, Mr. Rev? What's up?
I'm good.
You doing
Rev,
good?
why were you late? Do you want to specify why you were a couple minutes late?
Yeah,
I have business.
What type of business do you got?
I have business I was taking care of.
Okay, but I'm just saying, what type of business do you have at this time of the night?
It doesn't matter. Let's move on with the show.
It doesn't involve farming? Doesn't involve no bosses?
No, hell no.
No, different type of bosses.
Yeah.
It involves non-dry heels. Heels are very moisturized.
He took a side road. You know what I mean? Let's just say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll figure it out later, man.
Oh, you guys will get it soon. Shame on him. Anyway, Rev, how are we doing today? Rev, have you seen the thumbnail, Rev?
No, I'm looking right now. I just sat down at my computer and fired up the cam.
Yeah.
He put me up to it, Rev. Just want you to know that.
I did not put him up to the thumbnail, but I feel like it fits you perfectly.
I'm looking. I can't find it. Move on with the show, dude. I'll find it.
Oh, okay. We'll find it. You know, Rev, last week I started off by, sucking off EldenRing, and you pumped the brakes and stopped me in my tracks, right? Fucking overrated trash game. Overrated trash game. Same old shit. This industry's full of fucking paid off. But all this shit you talked. Rev, tell me why you now own EldenRing on every single platform.
I don't own it on every single platform. Why are you lying, Blaze?
PC.
No, I bought it on PC and Xbox. You bought it on PlayStation.
You know what I mean.
I own it. I have it on two platforms.
Okay, so what does a man that hates a game, What does he do by buying it on 2 other platforms?
I'll tell you what. You know what? Let's talk to our guests first.
Yeah.
Let's open the floor up to Mr. Vic. I want to know why Vic, who's primarily a Call of Duty player,
Facts.
competitive shooters, has invested so much time in the Elden Ring. Vic, how much time do you have in Elden Ring now?
10 hours. The last time I checked, that was like 3 days ago.
Maybe Vic's not here.
Is Vic even there?
I'm here.
Okay.
I just hit like right under 40 hours.
What?
Gosh damn, Vic. Tell me why.
It's greatness. That's why, Rev.
I usually don't play Souls games really, but Elden Ring being open world was kind of interesting to me. Because like back in the day, I never played games like Skyrim, but the open world for that really was fun to play and explore. So that's why I bought this, and that's all I've been doing. Like, if you look at like the map, for me, like every grace is lit up, like every little cave. That's pretty much what I've been spending my time doing. Because I wanted to go on this and not farm to see how good I could be at it, and I just been spending a lot of time like exploring everything.
So like, are you getting anything done? Like how far are you in? Is this one of those situations where you're just wandering about, not getting anything real done, or like, are you
No, 'cause
progressing? Like, what's going on?
I feel like in this game, the more you explore, the more you kind of get stuff done because you run into a lot of stuff. Like I've killed all kinds of I guess they're not main story bosses. I've only killed like 3 of those, but like a bunch of mini bosses, a bunch of dungeons, a bunch of like optional bosses, a bunch of great enemies.
Bro,
it's kind of impossible. Go ahead.
Vic got weapons. I didn't mean to, but you got some weapons that I still haven't found, and I'm not going to YouTube to find it. But you got like the Claymore, certain weapons I just never seen.
And what's crazy is like I get a lot of that stuff just randomly because I don't look up. I think I've only looked up like one guide. It was because I had like some medallion and I didn't know where to get the other half of it. So I looked that up because I needed to use like some elevator or something.
Yeah, the lift. But, I mean, bro, good luck trying to find the medallion in that. Like it could be anywhere, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I don't like to use like guides to like find weapons. I want it to kind of be like organic, you know? And I haven't been farming anything to get like super strong. I just been like playing the game and leveling up. But it's been a lot of fun. I haven't played a game this much in a long time, but like for me, there's really nothing to play. So this has been fun.
Yeah, but Vic, are you playing it because there's nothing to play, or are you playing it because like you actually are intrigued by it now? You actually enjoy it.
Okay, so that's a fair question. I bought it because there was nothing to play, and I thought I'd be interested in like exploring an open world. That was appealing to me. But I'm continuing to play it because I find it interesting. It's kind of addicting, like
wow,
just running into like an area where like you're super underleveled and trying to fight through that. Especially for me because I'm like a new player. I don't know how to do any of the stuff in this game, but it's piqued my interest. It's kept me entertained, so I'll continue to play it.
Vic, I have a question.
Are you streaming from the bathroom, Vic? You guys catching that echoing action?
He's got
I was telling Bit, my desk is in its own space now. It's just essentially an empty room because I haven't set up the office yet.
Oh, okay.
That's why you get an echo.
It's not a. Yeah, echo means like he's coming in twice. Like it's just you can tell it's an emptiness.
Yeah, it's
It's not an echo.
Yeah. No, it's not an echo. It's more like a. How about you, Meds? I'm really interested. What do you think about Elden Ring?
I haven't played it, man. I haven't played it. Honestly,
you haven't played it.
I haven't played it.
Bleeding edge.
Explain to me why, Meds. Let's hear it.
Let me tell you something, man. We haven't spoken.
Tell me, I haven't, Meds.
I haven't played a game this entire year. Like I've barely been playing games. Like I'm just in a gaming funk right now. I don't know what it is. But like a bunch of great games dropped. Dying Light. Speaking of, that was my question to Vic. Like he says there's nothing to play, but a bunch of games just came out. So like, what's going on, Vic?
Bro, I bet you Elden Ring would. Bro, see, I'm telling you, Dark Souls 2 came at a point where I was in the funk, just like you, going through some shit. I'm telling you, bro. Even if you got to get don't get the pirated version, man. Fuck that. Because
No, I pirated it. I downloaded it. I just haven't booted it up. Yo, shout out to Rev though. As soon as I told him I wasn't playing games, he got the fuck out of here. You saw that?
Nah, he's just getting set up. He just got home, bro.
Nah, but yeah, I haven't really been playing many games. Like honestly, like I just been hanging out with my brother, whooping his ass in UFC 4. Honestly, I just been playing UFC.
Yeah,
I've been seeing you playing.
Oh yeah, you noticed that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I felt like you talked shit about that game. I felt like you talked shit.
He did.
I talk shit about losers who fight 2,000 fights to platinum the game. Sure, but the games are fine. The games playing them is fine.
Oh, Sean, pull up. What's up?
But
what's up?
Anyway,
what's up?
So by the way, guys, I bought an Xbox Series S on Monday.
Why would you buy it?
And
he's a loser.
So I could play with my brother. So
does your brother live with you? Technically, right?
No, yeah, but now, like I'm hanging out in my bedroom and he's in the living room, like you know what I'm saying?
You bought a Series S.
Yeah, and it's great.
It's not.
It's awesome. No, dude, it's great. I really like it. Like it's basically an Xbox One X just with an SSD, so now everything's fast and shit. It's great. Like I really enjoy it. Like and when I booted up UFC 4, because I was playing UFC 4 on the S. On the Xbox One S, like, and I didn't really notice it because I didn't have anything to compare to. But as soon as I booted up on the S, like, you can instantly see the difference. Like,
yeah, you see the difference in speed, but
yeah, there's a frame rate difference, and I also felt like there was a resolution difference. It looked a lot crisper, but yeah, like it's not like this revolutionary thing. Obviously, like I had the X before. Remember, I had the One X for like the Series X for like 3 days, and like it's not really.
Like the One X mids can outperform the S in a few.
In terms of resolution in certain games, yeah, but not frame rate, and that's really what I care about. You know what I mean? So
right.
But yeah, I'm enjoying my Series S, but I'm just playing casual games right now. I'm playing like MLB The Show. I'm playing UFC 4, stuff like that. Just hanging out with my bro. I don't know. You know. Oh, by the way, Blaze. The reason why I've been in such a gaming funk is because I've had no fucking internet, dude. Like, how am I supposed to play a game if I don't got no internet?
So I've just if it's an online game, yeah. But
you know how it is. You go on your computer, you boot up Steam, and you can turn on offline mode. But how are you going to turn on offline mode if you can't go online in the first place? You know what I'm saying? It's a whole debacle. So I just been off gaming lately, honestly. Sorry, Rev. I know I disgusted you and you walked away, but that's just what's been going on.
I was just effing around. I had to take a piss. It's okay.
Yeah. But that's my gaming life right now. Nothing much.
So basically, if it ain't Bleeding Edge, it's a no-go.
Absolutely. I gotta play.
Listen,
I'll play Elden Ring, but somebody has to gift it to me, man. It's too rich for my blood.
I got you, bro. You know what, Rev? Though, I want to comment on. Never mind. Anyway, I really want details from Rev. But I'll talk to you on the phone, I guess, or whatever. What's up, Rev? So can we look at? I'm not here to bust your balls, right? But why do you like it so much? Because I was telling people, bro, it's the aesthetics. He likes a knight, you know what I mean? A knight with a fucking sword, a shield, like the blood splat, just like the open world of it. It's not the craziest looking game, but it's a nice looking game, I would say, right? So like I feel like you like the aesthetics, right? Or is it something else that I don't know about?
No, it's definitely the aesthetics. Blaze's mic is low. I don't feel like it's low.
Nah, he's fine to me at least.
Oh, I'm Cold. Hold me. Isn't that the guy that does your thumbnails or not?
Yeah, that's Cold, bro.
Your breakdowns.
Yeah, Cold is a great guy.
What do you call that shit? What do you do?
Timestamps.
Timestamps.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we appreciate you. I'm Cold.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the aesthetics are awesome. Like I've always been a fan.
Give me some. You can take the whole bottle, babe.
Tell her to throw her feet on
I didn't
can.
know we had this.
Anyway,
tell her.
Go ahead, Meds.
I was just gonna say, them ankles and heels better be nicely moisturized, of course.
Yeah. If them heels are dry,
Okay.
keep it away. So, I've always liked the aesthetics in Souls games. Always. It's the difficulty that keeps me away. You know what I mean? So, there's a YouTuber by the name of Michael Does Life. I don't know if you guys see him.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
He's
hilarious.
insane.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Big Cloud loves him.
He's clearly a troll. My kids love him. They think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't believe he believes a single thing that he's saying. I think he's an actor and he's putting on a performance. Vic would probably throw up if he watched one of his videos. But I can see what Michael Does Life is doing. So I caught a stream that he was doing of Elden Ring. And I was like, you know what? This is a perfect game for me to stream. Maybe get some good reactions. You know what I mean? So that was the plan. So I bought it on Steam, downloaded OBS. I had a guy on Twitter help me with that. I can't think of his name right now either.
That's impressive.
Wow, you set up OBS and all that?
Yeah.
He set it up. He set it up. We went on Discord. Boom, he set it all up, dude. He had me up and running. Why not 1, 2, 3, 4? He helped me out with it all. So anyway, so that was the plan. So I started playing against that Margit guy, and from the first second I faced him, I felt like he was beatable. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like it was out of my range, and then I just kept dying and dying and dying. It didn't make any sense to me. So it is enraging as it was. It actually became somewhat like addicting, trying again and again, which is weird because that's never happened to me. Usually I just, like Demon Souls, you saw that. I just dropped it. Remember when that big boss glitched out on me?
Yes.
Yeah, it like froze, and that's it. I never played the game again. I didn't play after that. And of course, the blob killing me on the stairs, that didn't help things. But this was kind of cool to me. So I asked Little Man if he had any interest. He said he did. So I bought it for him on Xbox. So I played it again on PS5. I said, I want to smash Margit again. So I want to, not smash like in a sexual kind of way. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to destroy this dude better this time. So I beat him again. Then I fired it up on Xbox, used the summons, used a different character, and I beat him again. So I got 3 different characters, and that's when I realized something. Like me and Vic were talking about this. I say God of War has more depth in the combat because, you know, you get all the upgrades for the axe and this and that. But it's like
adds to it. Yeah.
Right. But if you play through God of War again, your playthrough is going to be essentially the same. In Elden Ring, yes, your playthrough can be the same, but with the 3 different characters and the 3 different weapons that I'm using, each experience has felt significantly different, if that makes sense. So, and like Vic's saying, with the open world, it's turning into something that's I don't know. It might be pretty special.
Enjoyable, huh?
Yeah.
Could you see yourself? Because some of these later bosses, dude.
I can't see myself beating it. No, because number one, I'm torn between 3 different platforms. And number 2, just with work takes me out of it. Dude. You remember when I put 170 hours into The Witcher? What was I doing? I was on vacation.
Yeah,
I was chilling in the house. You know what I mean? I got to go to work, and I've been doing these 16s, dude. It's when I get home, I'm not trying to get pissed off playing Elden Ring. You know what I mean?
I will say this, Rev. It was cool seeing you just have fun for a change. You know, you were like really into it, even with the chat.
Fun is a strong word. Yeah, but it was,
no, it's like the struggle at first. But I'm saying
there was a
when
bit
we got
of sweetness.
To this,
At one point, it just became about proving a point.
But hold on, Rev. Oh, don't go too far now. Look, I first of all, I want to commend you as a Souls guy, right? I don't care what you say. This ain't buttering you up. This is the facts, and everybody that watched you, the chat including, will fucking back me up, okay? Your movement was fucking impeccable. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, 90% of people I've watched fight this fight are sloppy, are getting hit over and over and over, and they're just chugging through it, or they're making up by having higher level and more health to get through it. Bro, you're like Vic fought the same boss, and he's telling me, damn, I don't know how the hell Rev would roll into the big hammer attack. You know that attack where he would slam and you'd roll into him.
The hammer,
last second,
the jumping
fucking me up, bro.
Dude, that shit takes some fucking skill, dude. You can call it memorization, whatever you want. You're still performing the actions, bro. I don't want to hear it, dude.
Yeah,
you
I
were
thought
really
he was
good.
going to do it flawless. Remember that, Blaze, when he didn't use a single flash and he got the health to about that much left, and then he started using. I'm like, bro, okay, he mastered the movement. But then,
but it doesn't matter. Like for instance, 10 hours to beat this one boss. Okay, thank you for the compliment. But if you take meds over here If I take you, I take Vic. Vic especially. I'm not familiar with BitCloud's gaming or Meds, but I'm sure you guys are decent at games. In Blaze, I commend you. I know you're a good Souls player. I've seen you make some awesome ass parries on online guys. So it's not like you have their movements memorized or their attack patterns memorized. You know what I mean? So I give you your props for the Souls games. If you take any of you guys, I promise you at level 14 doing the same thing I did, it's not going to take you 10 hours to beat that guy. You'll do it in half the time. 10 hours is just it's too much.
When you're looking at it like that, Rev, yes, but even if I'm in your situation, I don't have enough heals. I don't have enough output and power. I'm not doing as much damage. And now, okay, well, two-hand your weapon. Like I seen you people like, dude, Rev, two-hand your weapon is good in scenarios, bro, but not in that scenario because you just mastered and you just memorized for 5 hours straight how to roll and block certain, now you're going from not blocking at all. That totally fucked you up. That fucked you up for like an hour, bro. It totally fucked up your whole movement. But, I just want to commend you for that. And then, yeah, it took 10 hours. You can say it took 10 hours, but it took 10 hours because you chose to play that way, bro. Yeah, you've seen what happened with the summon, and you've seen what happens with just a few levels can do. So I was
in fairness, the summon, I already knew how to beat him. You know what I mean? So the summon just made it so easy. Hey, Vic, did you see my summon, man?
Yeah, I saw
it. Vic's like he's watching TV over there.
He's playing Elden
Ring. 3 minutes to beat that dude.
Bro, what a joke. That summon was a joke.
Yeah.
What a joke, bro.
Summons can make it real easy. What's his name? Godric. I fought Godric with Blaze. We had him beat on the first try, and I rolled off the cliff. I didn't know it was a cliff.
Yeah.
And then we fought him one more time, and then I think we died, but we had been playing for a long time, so I called it a night. But the next day I fought him once solo. He slapped me up. And then I summoned somebody, and then I beat him on my second try. The summons make it pretty easy. If you just bait them, let them aggro the boss, and you just slap them and run. So it comes in handy, especially if you're like me and you don't really got the patience. Like what you did with that first boss, you say, oh, Vic, you could have done it, bro. I would have never got to that point. I would have fought him 4 times and been like, I do no damage, and I would have left.
That's what happens. Vic, that's a great point because people get to the boss. They might go in there at level 14, whatever the fuck but they realize I'm just not doing enough damage, and I'm not gonna. I remember Rev would get hit like, oh, this one's a wipe, and I'd be like, damn, could you imagine if he said this one's a wipe the last time, the when he actually overcomes and beats him? Yeah, you see him, bro. He's got no heals.
He's not wrong. At that level, you have to fight perfect. But when you're such a low level, you have to fight perfect for 5 times longer.
Yeah,
you do no damage. It's like, all right, I got to go through this sequence, and then I got to beat phase 1, and I got to go through the sequence and beat phase 2. But at the low level, you have to do that sequence so many times in a row without getting hit. I was like, bro.
Let me ask you and Rev this, because I've been seeing this going around, especially on Twitter. There's a lot of dudes saying the game is easy rather than Vic. Now, you guys already know there's magic in the game, the summons, all that junk. You can use powers. How you guys feel about the difficulty in this? Do you guys think that this is an easy game, period? You're saying this is the easiest Souls game we've ever gotten. That's why it's getting kind of.
I feel like I might not have a good opinion of it because I only ever played one other Souls game, was Demon Souls, and I think I played for 3 hours.
Would you describe your experience kind of easy, I guess, as you progressed?
It felt easier than Demon Souls, but I didn't get far in Demon Souls. But the fact that this game is open world makes it more enjoyable because, if I get stuck on something, I don't keep trying and trying for hours. I'll try 5 or 6 times. If I can't beat it, I'll just go somewhere else. So in that
go somewhere else.
Aspect,
boom.
In that aspect, it's easy. It's easier, but it's not easy. The game puts you in some really difficult situations. Sometimes feels completely unfair. I fought a mini boss in the dungeon that its first attack, if it hits you, it holds you in place for 10 seconds. And the whole dungeon is full of 6 more bosses that hit you. So if you get stuck in the beginning, you almost die instantly if you're a low level. But I don't know. I feel like the difficulty of it depends on where you travel to, and it can be completely different for everybody, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually a perfect response. How high is your level? What are you doing? Are you using magic? I see dudes beating bosses, keeping their distance the whole time with just magic.
Yeah.
It's like, well, of course it's easy. Plus, you got the summons. Plus, you can summon in a co-op guy to help you out. That's a much stronger level. It's like, are you going at the level? Like, are you getting to Margit at level 14 and beating him with just your melee? In that aspect, absolutely, the game is freaking hard as hell.
Yeah, I'm using pure strength build, and I see dudes going against the second boss, Godric Bliss. They're playing against Godric with summons, and I'm sitting going, I died from Godric like what 6, 8, almost 10 times and beat it on my own. But
listen, bro, the point I'm trying to the point is, Big Cloud, to respond to your answer, dude. Magic is cool, right? You're hidden, but like this, like further on you go, you're not gonna just.
It's not gonna be that effective. Yeah,
these bosses are gonna jump and hound you. The main bosses, especially mini bosses, they're scattered, they're different. But look, the other thing is, if you're using magic, you're just hitting R2. What are you really learning in this game? Because once you get to a boss that has magic and shoots something back or approaches you or has an AoE where you just can't, bro, there's certain bosses, dude, that I'm telling you, it's cheap. Like, there's no way it's fucking cheap. It's bullshit.
I agree.
But what I'm saying is, you're not learning the fundamentals in the gameplay mechanics. You're just you're shooting magic, and like eventually that shit's gonna catch up with you. And guess what? Someone's help to an extent, bro. You even fuck the parry.
No, you have to learn to parry.
You do, but you don't. You do, but you don't. But like parries, you know how it is, Big Cloud. If you miss a parry, it could be fatal.
Yeah, parries are tough. Parries are really tough in this game.
But I was listening to save you in a tough bind type of thing, That's so I was going with it.
I was listening to Erica's podcast the other day that she does, and she was talking about how you guys know how Erica is with Souls games and the entire genre. She says that she's not even really a parrier. She doesn't parry. She's went through her entire like Souls gaming without parrying much. That she gets away with it. So if she says it's not necessarily essential, I mean, I'm gonna buy it. But like I just obviously I'm not playing the game, so I don't have a lot to say. But I want to say this because listening to you guys talk about this and seeing a lot of talk on Twitter and spaces and whatever, not Twitter spaces, but places. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is I hear a lot of talk of using magic is whack or the shit that you guys are talking about. And I'm here to tell you, bro, like, I don't give a fuck what you think. If I'm a bum, I don't know the game, I'm not learning shit. If it's in the game and I can exploit it, I'm going to do it. And if you don't like it, and if you think I'm a bum player because of it, and you think I don't I don't care. I don't care.
No. We're not saying
I'm going to play the game my way to have fun my way.
We're not saying don't use it. We're just saying, though, it hurts kind of your argument if you're saying the game is easy and walk in the park, and you're just sitting back mashing R1 and the damn balls can't touch you,
Well, look, about magic, look, does it make things easier? Yes. But the thing is, people don't realize about magic. Once you get to these lower levels and you got flasks, everybody know what the healing. You got, let's just say healing drinks for the chat that doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. You got a certain amount of heals. When you are a magic player, you got to reimburse those heals, meaning once you shoot your magic, you got to drink a different type of medicine that it's FP. It's the blue drink, let's just call it. That gives you the opportunity to keep using magically consistently. So without the blue drink, what I'm saying is you got to allocate and you got to pick and choose. Dude, do I want more heals? Do I want 7 heals and 5 magic drinks? Because you can have magic, but if you don't got the drinks to reimburse it, you're just gonna shoot it and be done with it and then die. So yeah, dudes with magic got an easier time, let's say, but they still gotta make up for not having as much health. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So they're playing the game at less health. But dude, there's a bunch of things. I don't want to discourage anybody. If you're using magic is such a dope thing in this game. It looks so cool. It's so awesome. Okay, so I'm not gonna discourage anybody from using magic. I'm just saying the people that I heard in Discord talk, these fucking magic. And when it comes to PvP, there's some broken weapons in the game. I'm talking about dudes invade you, hit you with a magic slash, and you're dead. It's there's no skill in that. There's not, but when it comes to the PvE part of it, fighting bosses, man, do what you got to do. Enjoy the game, bro. I'm not holding you like to the standard. I don't want to be the guy, especially I feel like I'm in this community, the Souls community. I don't want to be the guy that says, oh, you're, bro, I would never discourage anybody from trying to play a game because they don't, you know what I mean? Like, the more people that are playing these games, I feel like, try them out because you never know what can happen. Like, you might like this shit. Just, you know what I mean? Like, look at Rev. He said he was done after Dark Souls 3. He said he was done. He fought the hardest bosses. We co-op. And listen, Rev, talk what you want about co-op. Vic will tell you. Big Cloud will tell you. Co-op and those Souls games are some of the funnest shit ever, dude. This shit's fucking a blast, bro. It's a blast, so I don't want to discourage anybody, bro. You know what I mean? So you like Magic, use it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Hey, the thing is, read your super chats, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Midge. Make your point real quick.
Yeah, get your point, Midge, and then we can hit them.
I was just gonna say that these games are niche, right, or niche or whatever. And as
you
far
think
as
they are still, they are still.
That's not really the point that I'm trying to make here.
Okay.
Like, my point is that people who love, like, anything, like a band or this or that, some people are the type of people that they like to share it. Like, I hope everybody listens to this band and they love it. And others are the kind that, damn, everybody else is finding out about the band. Now I don't like them no more. Now they're mainstream. Like, I feel like some people try to, like, pigeonhole Souls into this one thing, and, like, honestly, like, I feel like it's just the wrong approach. Like, if somebody wants to just use magic, use all the summons, and play the game in the way that they want, I think it should be encouraged, because that way we get more people into the genre, and that way it expands, it grows, we get better games, we get more games. So I just don't see the positives in discouraging people to play a certain way. You know what I mean? But anyway, to the super chats. Okay, so we got a member for 3 months. I'm cold, hold me. Rev, I really enjoy your Twitch streams of Elden Ring. I hope to see more. You're insane for that 7-hour stream versus Market.
Facts. Thank you, Cold.
Retarded, you mean?
190. Oh, people were talking about you on the internet, Rev, that day. They were like, "Yo, Rev says he won't shut the game down until he wins. Come soon, bro." People were sharing that all over the place. It was awesome. 199 from Icy Rhythm. Shout out to you. Play NBA 2K17. I beg of you. I don't know why you say that. Play 2K17, but you got it. 20 bones from Suffer So Proud 83. Our boy. Hey guys, Meds, you're back. Yes, I am. Good to see you. I have the Rona right now, so I'm currently drinking along with you guys. One favor, please. Can you guys shout a big hello to my sons, Nicholas and Matthew, all together, all at once, please, guys.
Shout out to Nick.
All at once. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
I don't know how we're gonna do that, but
like singing "Happy Birthday."
I'm
so proud.
On three, I guess. 1, 2, 3.
Shout out to Nicholas and Matthew.
Nicholas and Matthew, what's up, guys?
My guys, and I hope you get well soon. Suffer So Proud.
Facts. My son's name is Nick too, man. Shout out to Nicholas and Matthew.
True
for sure.
We had a super chat that was deleted by another user. I told 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. It was a $5 donation. I told him to post whatever he said in the chat, and we'll read it again later. No problem. Sorry about that. And
I got it on the
T-Mac. Oh, you have it?
If you're looking at the StreamYard or the chat, put it up.
Okay, cool. Let's see. If GOG had every PC game, I would buy a 3080 at scumbag price immediately. I feel you. GOG is the GOAT. Thanks for that, 4 Horsemen. And then T-Mac, the guy who deleted the message, he said, "My bad, guys. I don't know what the hell is happening. My phone is blocking people. Blaze, take my mod status away."
Can't do it, T-Mac. Can't do it.
I think you're safe, T-Mac, but we appreciate it, and just don't let it happen again. And then we got another £5, British pounds from Simba. No message. Leave a message this time, buddy. We appreciate you.
Simba always leaves 5 with no message, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Simba. Yeah.
Right. Hey, let's go back. Let's go back to Elden. Number one, I got 2 points I want to make. First off, Vic said the game feels cheap. I do really want to emphasize, I really don't like how this game, like in God of War, you feel like every boss, it's not like when you're going up against Souls bosses, it's like, oh, let me go up and level up. Let me go do this. Let me go do that. Let me get this. Let me get that. When you fight a boss in a God of War game, it's like, oh, I can beat this mother effer. Even if you die to him, even if you're playing on the hardest difficulty, because Kratos has all the tools. You know what I mean?
Right.
It never feels cheap. These bosses can do so many things that you can't do. And I really don't like that aspect. You know what I mean? It's like you're facing a human when you're an ant. And that's how it feels. And I feel like that is very, very cheap. You know what I mean? Yeah, they give you tools where you can exploit it and you can summon it. But it's like they have constant stamina. They can jump across the map. They can vanish and reappear. And Vic says later on you get like a some kind of ability where you can do that. They can just swing these crazy ass swings and got this crazy ass range, and I'm over here with my little tiny arms and rolling. It just that just feels super cheap to me. You know what I mean? The fact that I got you put me at that boss at level 14. That's the route. Everybody was easy up until that boss, and then boom, I got Mr. Impossible over here. He can do everything in the world, and I can't do anything. I don't like that design aspect. And then that encourages you to go and grind. And I freaking can't stand grinding.
Nobody likes grinding. I don't care if you sit here and say you like grinding. That shit's time consuming, bro. Yeah. It's annoying, man.
And what Meds was saying about the expanding. So look here. This is arguably the most accessible. And Erica said this. I didn't think the game was accessible at first. I was like, get this trash out of
It's
here.
Huge.
Same formula. Yeah, but it's very accessible. And the amount of options you have as far as co-op, the summons, the magic, the different kind of builds. You can go and get this. Do you see that video 7th level Sun posted with that knife that's just throwing powers at Margit? Did you see that, Blaze?
Yes, the bleed.
Yeah, you go get these crazy weapons and shit like that. So as far as accessibility goes, so here's the deal, Meds. People exploit this kind of shit when people get successful. Like From Software has been successful. But think about the influx of money that's going to be coming in from this. And then what are they going to do? They're going to say, okay, we got to keep it the same, but how do we get even more people playing? That's always what happens.
Yeah.
And somewhere along the way,
they ruin
formula, the key formula gets lost.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like Resident Evil 3 to 4.
Right.
Well, Rev, hold on real quick about that. Real quick. From Software has never, ever charged for a single microtransaction. That's one. Two, they told us after Dark Souls 3, they put out the last DLC. I remember the tweet says, guys, they basically said, we're not making no more Souls games. No more Dark Souls is over. And essentially, they stuck to that promise. They just called it something else, right? Let's be real. But I seen another tweet that says, look, this is what we do. This is what we're known for, making difficult games. And we're gonna stick, they're basically gonna double down on it.
No, they're not going to double down on it. They're going to be tough
I think they are going to tail it back.
But it's going to be even more accessible. Yeah. Watch what I tell you.
What could they do?
I guarantee you no other game they have has sold anywhere close to what Elden Ring is going to sell.
No, absolutely not. This thing is a blockbuster,
this,
man.
Right. Yeah, it's a big hit, dude. I bought it twice. They're going to see this. They're going to get a taste of that, and they're going to say, okay, we got to stay true to our formula, but we need more people to play. So what can we do?
You don't think Sekiro got close? I feel like Activision, the publishing, I feel like it was
I played Sekiro for an hour and showed it all.
I think Blaze, not Blaze, Rev, about your concern. I don't think in this particular case, I don't think it's going to work out that way because I feel like Miyazaki has enough clout where he can do whatever he wants, and I think that shows with the way that they've gone. They haven't used the same publisher every time. They've worked with Sony, they've worked with Activision, and a lot of the stuff they do comes from Bandai Namco.
Bandai, yeah.
But my point is that this guy is obviously not the kind of guy, at least from what I see, that likes to be told what to do or put in a box. And like even when, all that talk, every time a Souls game is either about to come out or just came out, there's always all that talk about, oh, we need an easy mode. We need this. We need that. And Miyazaki's always said, fuck y'all. I'm not doing that. This is the game. If you don't like it, play something else. And I think that energy, I don't think that energy is going anywhere. So even though this game is a huge success, I don't think we should be concerned, at least not yet.
Well, Meds, to add on to that, what Rev said on top of that, first of all, I just want to say, I've played a lot of games with horses on it, right? Like the horse, Assassin's Creed, right? Can we put this to rest that, dude, and this comes out of nowhere, like they actually got the horse movement, combat, everything fucking flawlessly, bro. That fucking horse is so precise. You turn, like it just feels good. to fucking ride on a horse and hit people.
Horse combat in the game is trash.
What?
I'm just kidding. Horse combat's the best horse combat in any game, period.
Bro, I'm
But
like, yo,
it's not even up for debate.
it's not.
No, it's perfect. It feels super smooth,
Which is shocking,
Yeah.
and but that goes into the accessibility. Like, I feel like the horse can make things easy for you, right? If you
Yeah, it
utilize the horse the right way, dude, smack, run the fuck out. You know what I mean? Come back, smack him again. Hey, like that horse, like if you know how to use it, you could like for real. So I just want to commend. I can't believe they got the horse combat. Like, how hard is it, right? Like that's what Rev always says. How hard? Like Red Dead, horrible.
Red Dead
Horrible.
added too much to theirs. That was the problem.
Red Dead tried to stay more realistic, though.
Yeah.
Elden
this is
Ring's,
obviously, yeah.
Elden Ring's a fantasy adventure
Right.
game, you
And
know
it
what I
knows
mean?
it. That yeah.
Yeah. What, Vic? You awake, man?
Yeah, I'm still here.
So what do you think? What do you think about the? Do you think the amount of sales they're getting for this game? Do you think that's going to make them make their next title even more accessible? What do you think?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, this game was already. I mean, I can only compare it to Demon Souls, so maybe I'm not a good person to ask, but this game already feels a lot more accessible than Demon Souls was when I played it. So, if anything, I think they will more than likely run with this formula moving forward rather than make it too different or too easy, right? Because one thing about From Software, they don't alienate their core fan base. They have no history of that. So I think this might be like a good baseline for where they're willing to take it in terms of accessibility, but I don't think they're gonna go like I don't think they're gonna go the easy mode route.
Yeah, I don't see that happening either.
I think Rev is saying adding.
They're going to put more
mechanics.
stuff in to help new players.
Right.
That's all.
There's
The Souls fan base doesn't like that.
There's a shit ton of stuff in there already where you kind of can. I think the fact that it's open world in itself makes it a lot more accessible, right? Just speaking from like my personal experience, if it wasn't open world, I probably wouldn't even bought it. And I think that opens up a lot of room for accessibility, right? Because you can kind of play at your own pace. You can stay in the starting area with the weak ass enemies and you can beat them up as much as you want and level up. So I don't know. I don't see them going that route though, in terms of making it even easier in the future.
Yeah, Vic. By the way, like, my fault, man. But like, by the way, like, you know, Rev would complain, like, man, so wait, so if I die, I gotta, you know, do all this shit over again. But like, see, that mechanic now, like, seems like, you know, hey, yeah, you die, you know, I feel like,
but the checkpoint's right there.
and the checkpoints are way more forgiven in this game. Yeah,
it's right there.
Yeah, because there's multiple. They have like the graces, which is I guess essentially, yeah, the statues really help. Because I fought this, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. It's like Draconic Tree Sentinel.
Yeah,
he's the hardest like non-story boss I fought. He one shot. I have to be perfect. He one shots me in second phase. But
I'm fighting right now as we're speaking.
Yeah,
you're talking about the gold horse guy.
No,
there's another
variant.
variant.
The one you've seen.
We're talking about a tree. Like it's a tree.
It's that dude's dad.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
So I wouldn't have been able to fight him so many times if that statue wasn't there. You know what I mean? The fact that little statue of Mariko or whatever is right there, I just kept going back to it and trying to fight him. So that makes it more accessible as well, right? It's very forgiving in that respect. Even if, like the last time, I just spawned there, grabbed my stuff, and I left. I was like, I can't beat him.
How y'all feel about the soundtrack in this?
Listen, like when you boot up that game and it kicks in with the drums, like that shit gets me. Like when I first heard that, I'm like, oh man, like I don't know, but that's just me. I've always liked their soundtracks. I always like, you know, they usually go for a more emo, dark, you know, depressed tone. They it's more of a Dark Soul. And Rev, you play Dark Souls 3, right? So is this not Dark Souls 3 with a crouch and a horse and a jump button? Really? I mean,
that's what I hear.
Combat's very similar, yeah.
Yo, to add something about the accessibility thing, I think this is something that not a lot of people are mentioning, but I do think it's worth mentioning that you guys remember Bloodborne and how the loading screen was like a minute and a half to die and come back.
Yeah,
Like
True.
that's discouraging, and that's the kind of thing that makes you not want to play a
True.
game. Because if you're gonna die a lot, at least like I remember playing Super Meat Boy back in the day. I remember this game being super fucking hard, but when you die, you come back immediately and you start again. So it was a lot more like instead of
Right.
making you want to give up, it makes you say, nah, I'm gonna get it this time, and you keep going. You keep going over and over again. I think honestly that the SSD and these new consoles, I think that's helping people like get into these games more because like you die, okay, fuck it, I'm back in here in 2 seconds and we're right back at it.
That's a
I mean,
fact, bro.
I think that's very important, honestly.
That's true, bro. If you got to sit there through fucking loading screens, like there's
And
loading
those-
screens, but it's like
Yeah, and Bloodborne's loading screens were retarded. They were crazy. They were insane.
yeah.
And now you die
would-
and you come right back, and it makes you want to keep going. Like I know a lot of people said the same thing about Returnal. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I died, but I came right back, so it was cool. Like, so yeah, like I think that also helps the games be a lot more accessible.
And then the whole open world, Vic, real quick on EldenRing 2, you said it intrigued you to play it. See, when you open the map in EldenRing, there's no other game like it. And I hate to bring up Zelda, but you have to because that's the game. When you open up a Zelda map, there's no icons, there's no question mark, there's no go here. Like Vic said, he's looking for a piece of medallion so he could put it together and get a lift so he can get to the next area. Like that can be intimidating, bro. You open up a map, first of all, you can't see the map, right? You got to go find a piece of the map, and then you have a piece, but it's only a tiny piece. Dude,
Actually,
I'm telling
tell me
you,
about that.
right? I showed you a little, but the thing is, like a lot of people think the map is this, and unless they've seen a video or a picture, bro, you think the map is this, and then it's this, and then it's this, and then it's this, and it just, bro, it expands and expands and expands,
Mm-hmm.
and it alters too. Like,
Nothing, but it's this and it's this, and then some shit you never even knew was there. It's a lot.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro.
One thing I've noticed, like from like all this Elden Ring hype, is like people sharing just screenshots of their map. Like, oh, you unlocked that? Oh, I haven't even been there. Like, that's something I haven't seen before in other games either. Like, people sharing screenshots of how much of the map they've unlocked. I've actually can't remember the last time I've seen something like that.
Because
Yeah.
usually in video games, to get to certain areas that look so
You have to
fucking
progress
crazy,
super hard, and then
you gotta like go far in the game, or like it puts you like
Yeah.
you have to fight through a boss to get to like this cool area. Bro, some of
Facts.
the coolest areas I found were behind like a fucking barrel or some bushes, and then you go down like this little tiny cave and it opens up into like a completely different world. It's ridiculous.
It's pretty brilliant, man. When you really when you fucking stumble upon something or a teleporter, or you open up a chest and it teleports you to the whole other side of the map, you're like, dude, where the fuck am I, dude? That shit is like I said, level design has always been a key element in Souls games. They kind of fucking drop the ball in some games, but they've always held that foundation of having a great level design. You know what I mean? You start here, you leave, then you end up. It's perfect. That's dude. And then Rev, look it, man. First of all, fuck Elden Ring itself. The fact that you played a game on camera, bro. Do you know how?
Yeah.
Listen, to be on camera for 2 hours is work. I know
did
you
it for
guys
like
don't think
9.
it is. Okay, I know
It
Big
is.
Cloud streams a lot too, but I'm saying for Rev to be on camera for an hour, it's work. You talking about playing a game that you're dying, people are watching you, they're critiquing you, and you're fucking on camera at the same fucking time. And then Rev's like, and I'm like messing, I'm like, Rev, let me drop. He's like, dude, how's this, chat? I ain't going nowhere till he's dead. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that was
Dude.
dumb.
Bro, I wake up for work, my alarm goes off, I'm sitting in the truck, I see a notification, something about Rev still being live. I'm like, dude, there's no way.
What?
I click it, it's 7 a.m. I started watching them at like 11:30, bro, or whatever the fuck it was.
Was that a weekend? Was that a weekend? You ain't have work the next day, I hope.
Yeah, no, I was off. I'd have never done that on a work day.
Yeah, crazy. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think everybody's enjoying the game. Surprisingly, I think Rev will stick with it. Until he gets stuck.
definitely not. Because you got to think. Look at how long it took me on that one boss. All it's going to take is for me
I
getting
don't-
to another boss that smashes me real good, like 10 times in a row. I'll be done with it. And whereas the map's concerned, I get where you guys are saying. I get what everybody's saying. I don't like it. I want a map to tell me where to go. Because listen, I don't want to turn a game into a job. And that's what it is. Because now I got to look on YouTube and look up tutorials and find out where to go, where the easiest parts to go to. I'm not trying to work, guys. I'm trying to play a game. You know what I mean? And they're talking all this shit about Ubisoft games. Now imagine if every game switches to this kind of format. Oh, so that's what people want. They don't want directional patterns or like in Dead Space when you hit the thing. Dude, when I get lost in a game, nothing pisses me off more. And I'll drop it because
same. People say they want this stuff, but they don't want this shit. I'm sorry, but you can say whatever you want. I play fucking Batman. I'm clicking the thing, the Detective Vision. I'm clicking that shit constantly. Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider trilogy, clicking the shit constantly. Bro, I'm doing that all the time. I remember Fable 2. Literally, there's a line showing you where to go at all times. Some people like don't want that. They don't want their hands held. I'm sorry, bro. I got limited time. I'm trying to beat this game. I paid money for it. I want to get my money's worth. So I'm gonna click the stick and I'm gonna see where the secret's at. Sorry.
Yeah, but Meds, that's factual. That's actual everything you guys both just said is facts. But when it comes to Dark Souls, it was always like a mysterious game. Like, you know, like I know, Rev, you probably understand now that the bonfire has a little trailing light that kind of says, "Hey, go this direction."
You should be heading in that
direction. It's not much. I know it's pretty pathetic, you know, coming from other games where it tells you, "Hey, go there." But like for me, I'm not trying to rush that game. You know, I beat the game twice on PC. Okay. And guess what? After I beat it, I realized I was still in the preview mode because I got the game early. It was in a preview mode and I had no achievements. I think one popped up round table and like the second to the last boss popped up. So I was like, what the fuck? So people are I'm just using the scenario. They click my name. Wow. Blaze played EldenRing, 120 hours, 2 achievements. What the fuck? Did you even beat? So what did that do to me? Unfortunately, which it didn't matter because I was going to play it again anyway, but it just postponed my PlayStation walkthrough. Now I'm on PlayStation. I'm just saying, like, in Dark Souls, I don't need my handheld. I know what I'm in for. You know, that's just me personally. I know what I'm in for. Other games like Assassin's Creed, dude, show me the map where I gotta go. I agree, but when it comes to those type like the Firm Software games, I've always loved the wonder of mystery. Like, where is this gonna lead me? Like, you know, seeing a big ass boss or there's just tough enemies out there in the world that you just see that are walking like, damn, bro, like fuck, let me avoid him. Let me get I just think I'm just shocked that a guy like Vic, that's a Twitch shooter. When I mean Twitch, not like Twitch TV, like a Twitch Call of Duty shooter, like a good shooter, like, you know, and Rev and just playing these type of games. Like, it's just for the amount of time and effort they put into, it's just crazy to me that you guys are playing these games and actually liking it. And I don't believe that, Rev, that you're gonna die 10 times and quit. I don't believe that. I feel like
you don't believe it. It's what I've done with every other Souls game.
Yes, but
see, this cat here says, I don't mind something that makes me think a little. It's not calculus. See, this dude, so many people get lost on the point.
They swear, bro.
It's like, listen, time. You have to understand, the older you get, the more precious time is to you.
Yes.
You don't want to waste your time.
You want to
make
make
money for a game. You want to experience the best that game has to offer. You don't want to be fucking lost and not know where to go. Has nothing to do with thinking. Has to do with getting the most for your time and for your money.
Not only that, Rev, but I'm sure you're just like me in the sense that you also don't want to go on YouTube and just be handed the answer either.
Exactly.
So it's like
doing a project.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, like we need to have it somewhere in the middle where I'm not fucking, you know, working out calculations and shit. And also, I don't need to be transported immediately to my waypoint. Like, I also want to work for it. It's a happy medium, I prefer, right? And I guess that Rev also prefers. And again, another thing, this entire Elden Ring conversation has shifted like this light on Ubisoft, and I guess people just hate Ubisoft and their open world games. I'm sorry to tell you, Ubisoft open world games, in my opinion, are fucking awesome. The design of them, sometimes the games can they stretch out a little bit long? Sure. Are they a little bloated? Sure. But like, bro, the reason why the formula has spread across like all of their franchises and why all of these franchises
yeah,
and other franchises copy them, like Horizon Zero Dawn, Ghost of Tsushima. Like, because it works, because it's good, because people like it. Like, people are always complaining about, God damn, another Far Cry, but then Far Cry sells great. It's like, bro, obviously somebody loves this shit. Obviously somebody likes it. Oh, nobody likes Assassin's Creed now. Everybody doesn't like this new Witcher style Assassin's Creed. They want it to go back to the Assassin's Creed of old. Really? So why have the last 3 Assassin's Creed sold better than all the others? Because people like this shit. People like it. And I'm sorry, Ubisoft does a good job at this shit, and they get too much hate for no reason.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
where's my skull and bones?
Fucking Ubisoft is the GOAT, bro. I don't want to fucking hear it. You know what I mean?
Bro,
Like, yo,
they perfected the open world, and everybody's copying it.
Look it. You can take Ubisoft.
I wouldn't even say they perfected open world.
Take a Sony developer and swap them, bro. I'll take Ubisoft. Ubisoft, come on home, baby. Like, I really don't understand. You guys just want something to hate. You just want to point that you.
Oh,
you know,
let me. Y'all said Ubisoft perfected. You said Ubisoft perfected the open world.
100%.
I think Sucker Punch beat them personally with Ghost of Tsushima.
No.
By copying the template, bro. Stop.
I think they really did better than that.
Bro, when the next Assassin's Creed drops,
it's going to probably more likely be like Ghost.
No, it'll be
better. What did Ghost do? What did Ghost literally? It's bro. All these games, not just Ghost.
It felt like more refinements. I don't know. I thought it was more refined.
Okay, but that's natural. Big Cloud, a newer game has refinements from other, like they pull from other games. Of course, it better have refinements. That's ridiculous, bro. Ghost of Tsushima is incredible, but let's. You got to throw flowers to the people that started this shit. That's it.
They have to, bro. It's become so trendy to hate on Ubi, bro.
I don't understand it, bro. Like okay,
Watch
Dogs is trash. Watch Dogs is trash. They got some trash franchise.
Yeah, Watch Dogs sucks.
I want to see more than just Assassin's Creed. That's my issue with Ubi.
Where's my man Vic? He fell asleep at the wheel again. Vic, where you at, man?
I don't play Ubisoft games.
Oh,
I don't have no input. The last Ubisoft game I put real time into was Wildlands.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
I feel like Ubisoft is really good at making premises for games. It's always like a cool premise, and then the execution is kind of like it's not all the way there.
You could say that for a few of them.
Yeah, I really liked Wildlands. The whole concept of it started off really cool, but then like the more you play it, it's very repetitive.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yo, didn't Wildlands sell like fucking pancakes, like fucking free?
Yeah,
like, I feel like that shit sold like more than any other game.
Yeah,
shit.
I think it's the best-selling Ghost Recon game.
I will say that, Meds, that that Ubisoft has a problem with throwing any like Ghost Recon or Tom Clancy on, and they expect people to buy. Like that shit is stupid.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
I feel like they do that with a lot of shit that shouldn't have that title, and they just throw it on there to get the sales. Because like Rainbow Six Extraction, that shit has nothing. It has nothing to do with Rainbow Six. It was, I don't know.
It's for name recognition. They could have made a whole new game and gave it an original title, but it's not going to sell as well as a game that has Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
It also used a lot of recycled assets. It just felt like a cash grab. So
it did.
It was. That's because it was.
Yeah, they just took characters from Rainbow Six and threw it in there. But I don't know. I don't think Ubisoft makes horrible games. I just think that the formula for their games, it gets very repetitive.
The thing is, the problem with Ubi, Vic, is that they're adopting the Assassin's Creed Far Cry formula and putting it in all their games.
Yeah.
And you can't have all their games feel the same now. And that's the problem, I think.
Yeah,
what do you say to that, Vic?
That is a big problem because not every game they make needs to be an open world game.
Yeah.
Man, I can't tell you how much I was looking forward to Wildlands. That premise of being dropped in, like you're basically fighting against cartels. The first mission is you go into like this house and it has a basement, and there's like a dude who's like basically butchering people and putting them in vats of acid to get rid of the evidence, right?
Yeah.
That the premise of all this shit is dope. But then once you get through the first sector and you move into the second and third, you realize like, okay, it started with a good premise, but it had no legs, and now it's kind of like running on fumes. And I've tagged this convoy of fuel like 17 times already. and I've gotten intel like 20 times already. It's just the same shit for like
Yeah,
a
but
long
Vic,
time.
what are you supposed to do as a guy? Let's just say you're like what they're thinking of. They're thinking of these, military police or whoever the fuck they are, right? And SEALs, whatever. Like, their job is to, I get what you're saying. It really does. It's true.
But that's what I mean when I say every game that they make doesn't need to be open world, because I feel like Wildlands and Breakpoint would have been 10 times better games if they were more linear. They weren't. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the open world, especially in Breakpoint, where it was harder to travel, it was a lot of downtime, man. It was a lot of time. I was like, yeah, this
Breakpoint turned into a helicopter game. And nobody drove cars; they just took a helicopter. That's just what it was.
It just the pacing is so all over the place. But because a lot of the open world in those, especially those two games, was kind of empty. And I think that's the biggest difference in games like Skyrim and Elden Ring is like you run into shit all over the place. Facts. And you run into, not only do you run into shit all over the place, you run into new shit all the time. And you never know. Like you can run into a dude that's huge that you've never seen before and you think, oh man, he's gonna whoop my ass and he's not that hard to beat. Or you could do what I did and you run into these like little ugly looking frog motherfuckers, right? And you think, oh, this is cake. I ran in there smacking them, and all of a sudden I'm dead in 2 seconds.
Hey, by the way, Vic, not to cut you off because you said the frogs, bro, it'd be the birds, the frogs, and the fucking rats that are the most, dogs too, the most.
I must say, if you got dogs with the blood loss.
Rats, dogs, and frogs will kill you faster than any boss, bro. Like you just don't.
You can't block them all at the same time. Right. And the AI is pretty legit in the way where if you're engaging an enemy, and they're attacking in a group, they'll circle you. They won't fight you one at a time. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's the appeal of that game because the world is an open world and it's huge, but it doesn't feel empty ever.
Right. That's weird. They actually really nailed that aspect of it. You know what I mean? And you know what to look for. You see that. Remember, Vic, I was watching your stream. You seen that little tunnel, that brick dungeon. Like there's an opening in the floor where you know what that's going to lead to, either a boss, a chest,
or like a chest. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But, shout out to Ubisoft, man, and it is what it is. Let's get to these super chats, man.
I got you, man. Let's kick it off with 5 American from Sex with a Woman Feels Good.
Sure.
What are you guys' takes on crypto, NFT, and Bitcoin? I would like to hear Rev's take on this. And when's the last time all five of y'all made love? I mean, nobody's rushing, so I'll give my take on crypto. So I mine crypto on a daily basis, all day, every day. Honestly, it's kind of really annoying right now because I'm filing my taxes, and now like you have to do a whole bunch of bullshit. You have to basically file your crypto gains and losses with the IRS, which is really annoying. But at the end of the day, I'm making free money off of like 4 different computers that I don't pay power for, so it's all good. And I think it's awesome. And NFTs are great if you're using them to scam people and make money from. And I banged someone's wife like 3 weeks ago. What's up with you guys?
Now, Rev, let's start off with you. When's the last time you made love, brother?
I haven't made love in 30 years. Anyways, I don't know what NFTs even are. You know what I mean?
Really?
They've tried to explain it to me, dude. I'm lost on the whole concept. You know what I mean? Is it a microtransaction?
Rev, can you give me like 30 seconds to explain it?
Go ahead.
Okay, so imagine I make 100 copies of a comic book, and I sell these copies, and I sell them for a high price because there's only 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine the same exact concept, only digital. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. It's basically just selling digital goods that aren't infinite, and therefore artificially giving them value. That's all. And I dabble with them, but again, I think overall they're a scam, but I think that's fine if you understand that and you just use them to make more money. Like buy one for a low price, sell it high. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's the same with any little bullshit digital sale. If people are dumb enough to pay for it, then you know what I mean. Whatever. That's that's how I feel about it.
You guys, everybody else?
Yeah, no, dude, honestly, NFTs are just, they're there. I've never even thought about buying one, honestly. I've seen people say they made a bunch of money on this and that, but it's just like, man, I work 40 plus hours a week, and that's where I get my money from. So, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not interested in making more money. Who isn't? But I'm not like Rev. Like, I'm really pretty caveman when it comes to this shit. Like, I don't even know where to start, where to look, where to even, what to do. So
shout out to Troy Baker from avoiding that fuck up.
What do you mean avoiding that fuck up? He walked right into it. What are you talking about?
Nah, he said he's not doing it anymore.
That guy's so stupid. He's like, I'm gonna back a company that's working to replace me in the future. That guy's a moron. But
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Wait, was going to get those.
So he was basically partnering with a company that was like selling like NFT like voice acting. So like basically like he was vouching for and promoting something that, if successful, would eventually replace him.
Okay, but Meds, he's already done that. So why would it be? It's not like it's unfamiliar territory. He's done that with Last of Us. He's backing a company that killed him off. Congratulations.
Oh my God. I mean, literally. Anyway, Big Cloud, any takes on crypto or whatever?
Nah. I don't even know how that shit works, how y'all did that shit.
I'll explain to you later, but you can make bank. You have a 37. Bro. You can make like $3 a day doing nothing.
That's what I'm saying. I need y'all to help me out with that shit.
Bro, it's super easy. After the pod, we'll talk.
Like to the moon, dog. Y'all talking about going to the moon? I want to go to the moon.
Bro, I have 4 rigs mining all day. Vic?
I don't know. I don't know shit about NFTs. On paper, It sounds like a fucking scam. I feel like
it is.
It just sounds like a scam or a way for rich people to launder money, right? Because it's so unregulated.
It's both.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, the regulations are supposed to be coming soon. I saw that on the news. They're discussing how they're going to regulate crypto. So I feel like all the people that got like,
bro, that's killing me. It's killing me right now.
Yeah. So all the people that got super rich, you probably happened between a long time ago and right now, because once they put their regulations on, it's probably going to fuck everybody. But
dude, it's so annoying. Bro, I was filing my taxes yesterday, right? And literally they want you to verify and go through and review every transaction you've made on crypto. Yeah. You know how many fucking transactions I made on crypto last year? It was like 200. So now I have to like one by one verify. Anyway, fuck Joe Biden. Let's go, Brandon. Let's see. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, $5. I agree with Rev. All you can do is slash, roll, repeat, while the bosses are goddamn breakdancing on you. That's trash.
I agree 100%.
Oh, he's talking about
100% with that.
Yeah, he's talking about Elden Ring and how the odds are stacked against you.
Hey, Rev, there's a thing called
Bloodhound.
There's a thing called Bloodhound that you can basically, you're not even rolling. You hit R2 and it doesn't even use a lot of FP, and you're basically like skipping. Bro, it's fucking, I gotta show you this. It's fucking awesome. It's game changing. I just started using it. I don't even roll anymore. You just
but think about it. I'm never gonna find it. I'm never gonna find that shit.
It's the one I told you about.
Yeah, there you go. If that's what he's telling you, that's exactly what I just found out.
The way to kill that boss is super easy. You just ride your horse up and down the side of that mountain where all the poison is, and he gets stuck in there and dies from poison.
Bro, Rev, this shit.
Wow.
You're just like, you're behind enemies in a like, you're literally like invisible, like you're visible, and then you skip, boom. Like, bro, it's fucking you. I'll link you a video after. Trust me, it'll definitely maybe change the way you might want to play. You probably won't even roll.
Yeah, link it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm Cold Hold Me, $4.99. I'm curious where FromSoft goes from here. Will every FromSoft game be open world now, or will we still get more linear games? I don't mind either way.
I can see Sekiro 2 being open world like crazy.
I think it's Elden Ring 2. I think that's the next game. They're gonna do this Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and then Elden Ring 2. I really do. And if you finish the game, you'll see what I'm saying. And by the way, Vic, I know you said Demon Souls, like, I only can go off that experience. Do you know that's the first? Like, I don't care if it looks shiny and new. It's the oldest form of Souls, combat wise, movement wise, speed wise, that you're gonna get. So, that's that. The fact that you went to that and played it, because that a lot of people don't. That's the excuse they give when they say, "Man, I can't go back and play it. It's too slow," and rightly so. But that's just like the first time, people got exposed to that type of formula. You know what I mean? And from that perspective, so yeah.
Let's see. We only have a few more. Two from Sex with a Woman Feels Good. Did all of you pre-order GTA 5 again? Not me.
No.
Hey, those comparisons. Now, look, I seen some recent comparisons. I post them.
Blaze.
Matt, hold on. Maxed out settings on PC, because I'm like, my boy Strat, he's probably in the chat. He's like, dude, Blaze, did you see GTA? Like, I'm like, man, I ain't trying to see that shit. Looks the same. Like, no. You're like, it looks better. It looks better, and you see way more shit in the distance and in like more cars and shit like that. And when I seen the screenshot,
it's true.
I was pretty impressed. I was like, wow, okay, maybe they're that's why. Hey, it looked better. Period.
I'll tell you this though, Blaze. Stock, sure, but everybody knows that you download a couple mods on GTA 5 and it'll look way better than all that.
Yeah.
Not only that, but if you have the right hardware, not only can you, it won't look as good, stock again with no mods. It won't look as good, but you'll still be able to get over 60 frames per second, and the console's capped at 60. Yeah.
Right.
So it's a give and take, I guess. Two from Icy Rhythms. Rockstar still open world king. Dumps on Ubisoft.
Honestly, that can't be disputed. It can't.
I think their open worlds are fantastic. I just wish they didn't take 20 years to make.
That's the other thing, right? Right, man? That's a fucking factual statement right there. Because these games are awesome, but we get them once a generation. Like, dude, this is a PS3 game that they're talking about remastering. Like,
Must say, yeah,
it's a PS3 game, bro.
And you were talking about like, oh, they improved it. It came from
but
the
they
PS3,
did. I mean, they did.
Okay, but who cares? Where's GT6? Oh, do we have to wait till the PS6?
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, you do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing. Like, come on, man.
All right, let me get these last
they
two.
got so much shit. They even got LA Noir. You ain't getting that. You ain't getting Bully too.
Oh, that's what you said. You should have said Max Payne anyway.
$4.99 from Ibrahim Hamoud. You guys haven't played Judgment or Lost Judgment or Breath of the Wild. These are the best open world games of the generation. You guys missing out. I love Breath of the Wild. I think it's one of the best games ever made. I haven't played the other two though.
I can't play nothing at 340p. I'm sorry.
Ibrahim Hamoud.
You have a PC.
You sound like you're Lebanese. You sound like you're Lebanese, man. Habibi, you know what I mean? Suck it, babe. You know
He's from Yemen, I can tell.
All right.
Yeah.
We fuck with him.
And then last one, 5 American from 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I think all art in general is trash. There's a painting of a blue square that sold for millions. And then in all caps, millions!
That's NFT he's talking about, right? Yeah.
He's talking about art in general, about how basically, like, bro, there's a museum in New York City called the Museum of Modern Art. And I'm telling you, dude, like, I went there in, I want to say 2010. It was 2010. And dude, literally, this was an art piece. There was a woman sitting at a coffee table. And this was the art. You can come sit down across from her, and she'll stare at you until you feel uncomfortable enough that you get up and go. That was the art. That, like...
What the fuck?
That's how crazy art is. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and value simply means how much somebody is worth. No, pardon me. How much is somebody willing to pay for it? Yeah, exactly. So you can say something is worth $10, but if somebody paid $5,000, that means it's worth $5,000.
Okay.
But yeah, carry on, Blaze.
Yeah, I think we've spoke about Elden Ring enough. Cool. Anyway, today was I'm with my family. We're going bowling for my son's event for school, whatever. God, that was crazy. Anyway, and I'm realizing I click YouTube. There's Big Cloud streaming, all these guys, Jack Move streaming the state of PlayStation. I'm like, oh, okay, this is listen. I'm off Twitter. Like I know, like I'm on Twitter, but I'm not like I used to be. So like I really was surprised by this. Anyway, it was a bunch of stupid shit we already seen. To the point where like, why you even show like you can release a trailer and you can be effective by releasing a trailer. I know it might take 7 or different. Like these shows are lasting 20 minutes. And they're fucking boring, bro. They're showing uninteresting shit, bro. Nobody cares about these shitty ass games. Personally, that's my opinion, and my opinion matters. And these shows are fucking boring, bro. I like the deep dives where they actually show gameplay and all this other shit. But anyway,
Yeah, more
PlayStation.
context.
I know you streamed a Big Cloud. God bless you. I don't know how you do this shit, but this shit was trash to me. So
Yeah.
anybody else watch it? Anybody?
There was
else
only
care?
2 good announcements. I know one that you saw that because I know for a fact you're willing to jump on the game when it drops. It's a free update for Returnal. It's called Returnal Ascension. So basically, it's got co-op, and
Co-op
it's a whole
Returnal, bro.
and it's a whole different section. Like they made a whole different thing for it. So
I'm not.
completely
I'm not downloading.
You enjoy Returnal?
I beat the
And it's
game.
free
All
update.
right.
I'm saying
But
you play.
okay.
Okay.
Who am I playing with?
Play on Big Cloud. I'll play another shit.
I'm good.
The
The show was mediocre.
I'll carry you.
Big Cloud, I beat the
That's
game
per
before
usual.
you. How you gonna carry me?
That's per usual. No?
I beat the game 2 weeks before you beat it. How
You
you
got it
gonna
before
carry
me,
me?
chump.
Oh, okay. I got it before you. What are you shut? Anyway. Yeah. Look, Rev, you still awake? I know you're telling me you look like you're about to nod the fuck off, bro. You better stop talking about some. All right. But yeah, look. By the way, the other thing I want to say, Rev is my game share partner. He bought GT7. I heard all the rumors that it looked bad and stuff like that. And I hadn't got a chance to play it. But the other night I downloaded it and I started off playing. And then I seen myself in this familiar territory. And it was this little stupid yellow car with this techno music bumping in Japan driving. And you got to make this time limit. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the video that everybody's saying, even Rev, like, look at this game. It looks horrible. And I realized something. I don't know if people realize this, and I'm not making excuses, but I am. Gran Turismo 7 is still downloading the full game. Like this is just like a little thing you can do while the game's downloading. Unless I'm mistaken, the game was still downloading, and that's the only thing I could play was this particular mission and one other mission or something like that. But listen, the game looks great. Gran Turismo in the cockpit view. When you get out of the cockpit view, bro. Matter of fact, the game looks the best when you're playing it ray tracing with a replay mode. That shit looks photorealistic at times. Really, it really does. I don't know. I don't know where the hype fell down for me with GT7, man. Like it's a goddamn shame because I'm like, damn, all right, bro, you know what it is too? Drive Club is just the best looking racer I've ever played in my life, bro. It still is the best looking game.
Weather as
well.
Weather effects. You always bring up.
Bro, Drive Club is great until you get in the supercars, and then it becomes awful because you can't control the fucking cars. The cars, it's just not fun to race. I can still control them, but it's just not fun to race like the little stock cars were. Anyway, anybody play GT7 and do you think it looks good? Meds, no, I'm sure you didn't play it, obviously.
I don't have a PS5. I don't have a PS5.
Yeah. Vic, you didn't play it?
I don't have a PS5 either.
I thought you did. Oh shit! All right,
that's cap.
I had one for 2 months, and I gave it to my sister's boyfriend.
Oh.
Wow,
that's funny because I think last time you were on this
I gave it to him for a full price, but I still gave it to him.
So you didn't give it to him. You sold it to him.
I sold it to him for retail.
No, that's good. That's good.
That's basically giving it to him nowadays,
especially at that time, because that was like
exactly
like a year ago, maybe a little longer.
You're a better man than me.
I didn't play it. I never played it. I played Demon's Souls for 3 hours, and then I think I played Last of Us 2 again for like a couple hours, and I was like, he was really looking for it for a long time. I was like, here, bro, just take this one.
I happened to see, sorry, Blaze, I happened to see a post on Twitter by Mr. Cast Solid, and actually, no, I think his profile now is just SolidRev. But anyway, the point is that I saw him talk about GT7, and his comment was that looked like shit. So, Rev?
Yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look Forza good. The interiors look nice, but the external views look like shit.
So
first thing you got to do is you got to change your camera to near. If your camera's on far, the game looks terrible.
What do you mean near? Does. So like a FOV slider, basically?
No, it's not an FOV slider. So when you go outside the car, the chase cam, you go into your settings in the middle of the race, and I only posted screenshots of gameplay. And then people started posting responses like with photo mode. It's like, get
Wow.
your dumb ass out of here. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
gameplay. What does the game look like in game?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
one dude posted me one with screenshots. It did look significantly better. And he says you got to change your chase cam to near. So when you change it to near, the cars aren't near as far away. It's up close, and it does look much better. I still think Forza Horizon looks better, but I'm at least not disgusted now. When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I paid $70 for this.
Rev, to clarify for the people in the chat, you're talking about when you're driving in the third-person perspective, right? Where you see the car.
Right. Third-person perspective. Right. Cockpit view looks great. The triggers are actually very, very nice. And the gameplay, from what little bit I've played, does feel good. I do give it that. I'm just disappointed with the visuals. Like a lot of the maps, like some of the maps look good. Some of the maps look like you're playing a damn standard PS4
I'm hearing
Pro.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Very inconsistent, very strange. I was expecting much higher quality. Not what I expect from Sony.
How are the hands, Rev?
The gloves are good. You wear gloves.
Oh, they're wearing gloves.
You don't see baby doll hands. So
it's not like
mannequin hands.
And it look like no cutouts. Like
I didn't have to give myself prosthetics like I did in Forza Horizon. Yeah, the gloves look good. But overall, the third-person perspective is a bit underwhelming. But make, for the love of God, change your chase cam to near.
I'm going to do that
difference.
right after we're done.
Huge difference.
So Forza still gets a nod up in the visual. Is it because, look, Forza is a great looking game. I'm not even going to sit here and dispute it. I'm just saying, like, it's got more of a punchier, vibrant color. Gran Turismo is going for more of like a, not that Forza don't look realistic, because it does at times, but like, you know what I mean? Like the color palette's more.
Now, Forza looks very realistic. I think
I agree.
I think it's
you don't
simply
think it has
a
more contrast meds? Like it's more.
Like, bro, I think Forza Horizon, in terms of overall visuals, I think it looks better. But I think that's because Turismo is it's a racer. It's like, it's not like, because we're talking Forza, but we're talking Forza Horizon, right? Forza Horizon is not the same as Motorsport. And
yeah, but it's an open world game rendering better visuals than a track based.
Because that's exactly what you're looking at. You're looking at the open world. The open world looks great. And honestly, at the end of the day, like, can you make a track look better, generation to generation from PS4 to PS5? Like, you can agree, you can have like better lighting and everything like that, but like, honestly, like, tracks, it's just asphalt. Like, what do you
thank you for bringing the word up, lighting, bro.
What are you rendering?
Bro, you know what I've noticed? The Gran Turismo choosing to have a dynamic day and night cycle in a track-based game, which instead of them going for a baked setting lighting that looks good all the time. You get what I'm saying here? Like, I'm just saying, like, them going for like, the day changes as you like that shit, I think is biting them in the, they're biting the bullet for it, because they could have picked environments that always look good, lighting that always looks good. You get what I'm saying? Like,
in fairness, when I will give it this, when GT7, when that sun does come over the horizon, when the sun is popping, the lighting is one of GT7's strong suits.
Bro, HDR strong suit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it does look good. But there's another thing that's off. When you play Forza Horizon or Forza 7 or whatever Forza you play, and your car turns and the map is kind of staying still. Does that make sense? When you turn in GT7, the whole map turns with the car. And it's very freaking weird.
Wait, I don't...
Like, is that making sense?
Yeah, so, absolutely. I understand.
You have the screen. Let me see if I can see myself. My nails are long as shit. I got to cut them. You have the screen, and then your car's turning in the screen, going around the corner. In GT7, your car's turning, and the whole camera's staying.
Oh, the car pans.
It just gives it a very freaking weird feel, dude. I do not like it at all.
I wonder if you can.
You don't like that it turns?
I hate that it turns with the car.
Oh, that might be.
I want to see my car doing the motion. I've tried all the settings. It's not. It's very. Yeah, it's like a hood cam. It's like it's stuck to the hood of the car, the camera. Right. So where the car goes, the entire map is going with it. Where in Forza, you see your car moving and doing all this shit, and the map's kind of just staying, like, moving a little bit. But every move you make, the whole camera turns in GT7, and it's very off-putting for me. I don't like it.
Honestly, I haven't noticed it,
when I play
bro.
GT7, I stick to cockpit view.
I haven't noticed it, bro. That's weird.
Dude, I gotta super strange.
I think that just might be a matter.
If you guys know a way to turn that off, please tell me.
Yeah, I haven't heard that honestly. You're the first person to even bring that up.
It's so weird, man. Like, what are the reviews saying? Aren't they sucking it off? I don't know.
Not super high, but not
You're like
super
an
high,
80s
but
one.
high. I think it's an 88. I
don't know.
And that shocked me, bro. When GT got an 88, because I'm like, damn, this is a full blown GT game with a bunch of shit. They just crammed the shit out of it, you know. But like, honestly, dude, and Forza Motorsport, right? The other variant that's coming with a new engine,
right?
Shit got me a little worried, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. In a good way.
You know, you can't turn around the car either.
What do you mean?
In Forza, when you're driving in third person, you can turn and pan and look at the car.
Right.
Yeah.
In GT7.
I noticed that. I wanted to look at my wheels. I wanted to look at the side
I can't turn
view.
my car. I can't turn.
Yeah, that's lame,
dude. Just like, come on, man. This is basic shit. This is.
But I think that's just I think that's just a matter of it being a sim racer versus an open world, more arcadey kind of racer.
Forza 7, you can do that.
Bro,
then
I know what
back.
Rev's
Then you're right.
Dude,
you're right.
When you turn the camera and you're looking at the wheels, like I do that shit bro, that gives you some of the best visuals when you do that camera view. It's a beautiful shot. That's weird, bro. I noticed that shit too. With the right stick, I tried to do it, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Wow. Well, that's a game that people, the people that are GT fans, they're
loving it.
Yeah, they're loving it. They're not.
Are they loving it though? Are they really, dude? You know what I mean?
Rev,
Come on, man.
I'm glad you said that, Rev. I'm glad you said that, Rev, because listen, I look at this game, and not only that, but I guess it's just a matter of it's a me problem, right? Because ultimately, and this applies to all sim racers, even back then in PS1, PS2, bro, like sim racers suck balls. Like, who plays these? Bro, I don't like them at all. And like, the hardcore racing guys that I know, they're all saying like, "Yo, Gran Turismo's the new one is doing this, and they changed this from the last one, blah blah." And the thing is, the problem with that, in my opinion, is that like, you know that, right? You, the hardcore racing sim enthusiast, you can tell. Like, you put on the game, and you're telling me that every car feels different. You can tell the traction differences between them all. That's fantastic, and I'm happy for you because you're enjoying that. Me, as more of a racing casual, I can't tell the difference between this Sport and GT6. So it does nothing for me. So like, in terms of like, because if you don't know, like, a lot of people don't realize this, Gran Turismo is PlayStation's biggest franchise by far. It's not even close. In terms of
total sales, absolutely, bro.
In terms of sales, it's huge. It's enormous. But I don't think that they're attracting new gamers. I don't think so, because like GT5 on PS3 sold, I think, like 15 million copies. And they haven't matched that ever since, and not even come close. Like 6 didn't even sell half of that, and Sport I don't think sold as well as 6. So it's like they're going downhill, honestly. Like, in terms of sales, at least they're going downhill.
Meds. The other thing I'm hearing is my guy J Dub. I'm sure you guys seen him on Twitter. Big Sony troll, but he's only trolling. He's actually a good guy.
Yeah,
but look, he sent me a picture, and it's him in a fucking chair like this with a racing wheel. And I'm like, bro,
he's big into that.
Yeah, I said, bro, that looks awesome. How much is it to get into that? I don't need the chair. I'll just, put the shit on my lap or mount it on a piece of 2x4. He's like, dude, how much money you want to spend? I'm like, dude, just something that gives me force feedback. When I turn, I want to feel like. He's like, dude, I said about $300. He's like,
really?
Yeah. He's like, try, this wheel alone right here is like $1,000. I'm like, see, all right, forget. He's like, no, you can still get the same effects. So you can get a shifter and all that. So you basically spend $300 to $400 and you're in there. And I almost did it. But I'm like, dude, am I going to use this shit? Because it works on PC. And I'm like, well, I could use it on Forza. But he's like, dude, the wheel makes the biggest difference. And I'm like, does it though? Does a fucking wheel make a difference? And I don't know. It's like.
It does. It's harder than you think, though.
It must. There's a reason why these things cost like $500 and people buy them.
Have you tried a wheel out, Rev? You're saying
I have, yeah. It's a lot harder than you think it'd be. Actually, you think it'd be just like normal
driving a car.
It's not. There's a slight learning curve to it. So when you see these guys online doing that crazy shit with their wheels, it's super, super impressive.
Yeah,
I agree.
The amazing thing about these wheels too is like, and this is kind of like obvious for people who are into this kind of thing, but like I had never experienced this kind of thing, and a buddy of mine is one of these crazy racing guys who has the chair with the shifters and the clutch and everything, and like dude, like this wheel feels so real, like it resists you, like dude, I can definitely, like, I'm not a racing guy, but if I had a setup like that, I'd probably fucking race a lot,
Bro,
dude.
Meds, he's telling me, dude, Blaze, it's the most addicting thing in the fucking. He's like, dude, Blaze, I'm telling you, he's like, you get home and you see the steering wheel, you're like, dude, you know what? I'm gonna race. And then, bro, because you're using a wheel, he's like, dude, you just want to improve and improve. Like a shitty ass time trial, he's telling me, is something that you enjoy doing because you're trying to beat your score and you're controlling it, every little movement, and I understood that part, and that's where I most buzzed and bought a wheel. I'm like, damn, like I could time. I hate time trials. When I see them races, I'm like, man, a time trial, man, get this shit out.
Yeah.
But he's telling me with the wheel, he's like, it's super addicting, bro, and you just get better and enjoy, cockpit view, like all that. Like I like cockpit view. Don't get me wrong, but I like seeing the whole car.
I agree. I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
And like Rev said, the whole camera where you show the wheels to the left or the right, that's not there. It's like, damn, then you're kind of forced to do it. But anyway, GT7.
One last thing. The problem with the whole thing about like getting into racing like hardcore, like if you want to really get into it, is that ultimately, like, if you're balling, sure, go for it. But like, bro, for the price that you're paying for this amazing setup, you can buy a real car.
Seriously.
What are we doing here? You know what I mean?
Bro, $1,000, $800. You got a Honda. You got a Toyota. You do. And you, bro, hey. My first car was $800 or right around there, bro. My first car. Yep.
Mine was $2,000. It was a Honda Civic 05. Like,
dude,
listen.
My second car was a stick shift. And it was like a shitty, it was like a 1990 BMW. It had like 200,000 miles, and I wanted it so bad because it had BMW on it. So I took it, and I'm like going up a hill, and I'm stuck there for like 20 minutes, and cars are beeping, and dude, I'm burning it. I'm sweating, and I'm getting so hot. I put the windows down, and I put it into first, and I'm rolling back, and I'm like, oh my God, and I hit the brake. The scariest shit in the world, bro. Here comes my dad driving by me, just looking at me. He stops. He looks straight at me, bro. My dad's this old school Italian prick, and he just starts shaking his head and drives off. I'm like, what the fuck? You're just gonna leave me like that? All of a sudden, I see him turn around. He parks. He's like, get out the car. Fucking embarrassing. You can't even drive a car at 20. I'm like, dude, but yeah, that was my little story. But yeah,
I'm just proud of you that you actually know how to drive a stick. Too many people do not know how to drive a stick. It's
bro.
Kind of sad.
And driving a stick, it's
the best,
bro. I wasn't even using my brake, bro. I was just down. You have so much control.
Yeah, you're
you feel like
to
the car isn't. Yeah, man, awesome. It's a lost cause in the United States. People in the United States, yeah. But yeah, GT7, it's out. Kind of. You know what's going on right now? Even I'm done with Elden. I'm not done with EldenRing, but I beat it. So I'm like, I'm gonna go back to Horizon and GT. I boot up both. I take a picture of Horizon. I post it. And I'm like, oh, shit, Gran Turismo. Oh, that's right. I shut off the game. I started downloading it. I don't want to play neither of those games right now, bro. I just don't. I don't want to play neither one of them.
I have a question for everybody here. Whatever happened to Dying Light 2?
Awesome. Love it. Beat it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that the guy underneath me didn't finish it. Like I can tell he lost interest. Look, Dying Light, what they showed and what the final product was, is not the same. It's really not visual when it comes to the visual department. When it comes to certain things matter. When it comes to the map altering and changing by decisions.
Well, how dire in terms of the changes is not like a Watchdog situation, is it?
Bro, it's pretty substantial. But I will say the combat, the exploration. Like a little paraglider. Like I had fun, bro. Was I locked into the story mode? No, I was kind of skipping through dialogues, but the combat was fun enough to keep me going, dude. Co-op is a complete juddery, just a mess. Don't even do it. Don't even attempt it. Oh, well, maybe now it's fixed, but it was awful. But yeah, I mean, I think Rev dropped it. You dropped it, Rev, or you'll get back to it one of these days.
I dropped it. I'm bored.
It's done. I think Rev's at the point where Elden Ring still got his attention, but he's borderline got nothing to play all over again. That's what's funny about it. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else happened in terms of fucking video games, but I don't think there's any events, and I'm not speculating. I'm not going to bring up rumors, and I'm not going to bring up anything like that. So let's go to the. Yeah, go ahead.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say let's start talking about sex.
I was going to say, you want to talk about that doctor who doxed himself?
Oh no.
What happened? What do you mean? I don't even know.
No, you don't know what I'm talking about? Oh, okay. So this is guy who's like a major like PlayStation fanboy. You know, one of those guys who exist on Twitter who like literally, if you look at their Twitter history, it's just them arguing console war stuff. So this guy, I guess he's a doctor, and I guess people were calling him out saying that he wasn't a doctor. So he put out a video on Twitter recording himself in an operating room, and then recorded
actual procedure happened.
The guy's like his sheet,
operation.
like his little, you know how you have a little, what's that shit called?
Wait, so this?
Oh, you talking about the clipboard? He talking about the clipboard
Yeah.
with the info? Yeah.
Little clipboard with the guy.
Yeah.
So he doxed his patient. The guy's personal information is out there, and then on the paper also is the hospital that the guy works at. So yeah, so he put that video out, and basically that guy completely ruined his entire life.
Hold on. Slow down. So the guy that's doing this is a Twitter personality that's a PlayStation fan, right?
Yeah.
And he's a doctor, or he's the patient or the doctor?
No, he's a doctor.
He's a doctor.
Okay, and the doctor had a patient that knew who he was?
No.
The patient was unconscious on the table.
Yeah, he was under anesthesia.
Shit.
Yeah.
And he recorded himself in the operating room with the guy unconscious on the table, and then also recorded a paper with all the guy's information and also the hospital where they were. So like everybody's on Google. You know how every business is on Google and you can leave reviews. So everybody's like leaving 1-star reviews, like, oh, you know, this guy just shitting on him or whatever. And well, yeah, the guy's life and career is probably fucking over, dude. And because of fanboyism. And it's just really sad and pathetic. Like, this was on Vice. This was on every major outlet. Like, everybody's talking about it.
Meds, why turn on the camera? If you're a doctor and you got a patient in front of you, why are you even dabbling with the camera? And fucking
because of console wars.
He does
because
for console wars in clout. Yeah.
He couldn't take Xbox saying that he wasn't a doctor. So he was really adamant about proving that he actually was a doctor. Dude. Turns out he is a doctor, but probably not much longer.
He also made it worse on himself too, because he went on. He made a video about it, like a response. He called it an apology. It wasn't even an apology. He basically pointed the finger, saying, "You guys can't do this. You guys shouldn't do this." Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
you know, going.
He pulled the race card. He pulled all the cards. Yeah. Like he called it an apology, but it wasn't an apology. He just
finger pointing,
kind of apologized, and then blamed everybody else for the mess that he's in.
What an idiot! Good. And this is why I know people on YouTube that are adamant about shutting up about what they do and why they do it and where they do it, bro. Because of shit like this, bro.
Nothing good can come from it.
Nothing.
The wild part about it, he deleted his Twitter and he deleted his YouTube channel. So obviously, the job called. You know, he got hit with some disciplinary.
Bro, and this guy, Blaze, this guy's literally in India. He's not even here. He's in India. And bro, people are ruining this guy's lives. And I guess the whole moral of the story is
don't be an idiot.
Don't fucking jeopardize your livelihood for console.
Listen, nobody ruined his life but himself.
No, he did it. He did it.
You want to prove to who? Some fucking random joke. Listen, we've all been there where comments would affect you or you would get flustered by somebody, dude. Come on.
I've done that, Blaze. I've done that. Like,
we all have.
You know how I used to dabble in martial arts and whatever. I fancied myself a fighter. Somebody called me out on it, and I took a picture of myself at the MMA gym, and I posted it. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Like, so I understand why he would feel that way, but at the same time, it's like,
what's so funny, Rev?
Nothing.
Come on, Rev.
Nothing. Continue, Medge.
Nah, I'm pretty much done. Basically, all I'm trying to say more of the story is this shit ain't worth your
Hey,
livelihood.
Rev. By the
This shit
way,
ain't worth your livelihood.
he's up there in his 40s. He's got a wife and a kid.
He's in his 40s, you think?
Yeah, he's up there. He say he has a wife and a kid.
He looks young. He looks like
Yeah,
he's
he
like
look-
29 or something.
Yeah, he's old.
Bro, just because you got a wife and a kid don't mean
No. He looked older than 29.
Nah, he looked young.
That's like probably in his 30s, probably in mid 30s.
Who we talking about? This doctor guy?
The doctor guy, yeah, the doctor.
Dude, good. He deserves whatever he gets.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Fuck him.
Absolutely. But yeah, man.
I was like, nothing affects me. Nothing surprises me. I mean,
have you ever been out, Rev, and somebody has noticed you? Like you as the personality on YouTube or whatever. And somebody said,
I feel
hey.
like somebody just asked me that recently.
Really? I'm just curious because
maybe it was on Twitch.
Yeah. I feel like you told me a story, I think, in Best Buy, and some guy was following you around for like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, it happened one time in Best Buy. Yeah. I don't know. He almost came across like he was trying to stalk me. Then he started talking to his girl. He's still subscribed, as a matter of fact. He starts talking to his girl, and then she starts looking, and then they're walking together looking at me. And I got my kids with me. They're young at the time. So I just stood there and just bared down on him. You know what I mean? I just stood and just stared at him. And then he was like, and then he turned around and he left.
Oh.
So he messaged me after and said, dude, was that you in Best Buy? I feel like I just saw it. I said, were you the guy that was creeping me? He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't know if I could come and talk to you or not. And I was like, dude, you should have just come and talked to me. Because the way he was coming off was just weird, almost like
I was giving them crazy stares.
Yeah, because Rev, unless
like he was going to try to steal something from me. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was just weird.
So it wasn't like he was staring daggers type of thing. He was just
no,
not like that.
Yeah, like he was up to no good. But in reality, he recognized me and he wasn't quite sure if he should come talk to me or not.
The point is, nobody knows, and this is going to sound really gay. I can't say it any other way. It's going to come off gay. Nobody knows how big Rev is unless you see him in person, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the dude is a fucking tower. You know what I mean?
No, we know, boys. He made you look like a.
Oh, bro, you know I love getting these comments like, "Oh, that's why Rev pushed you." It's like, oh my God. It's like, dude, it's like, oh my God. I thought we had a great idea. It was a good video, you know. Anyway, the whole thing is, the guy Rev is he's a fucking tree, dude.
You know what's funny? I'm not even talking about him pushing you. I'm talking about the Twitter video that you did where you like, because your camera is like right here, just pointed at his chest. You know, I'm talking like he's like all the way up here type of shit when you had your camera out. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I did it like hiding the camera, so it looked real, but it wasn't real.
Okay.
Hey, I got to go in like 10 minutes. I got a quick little topic for you. So I was talking to this gay guy the other day, and this isn't made up. This is legit real.
You can say Big Clown's full name. Go ahead.
No.
Okay, yeah, I like that, Blaze. It wasn't Big Cloud. It was another gay guy. So this gay guy was telling me that he was living with a friend, and they were friends, and this friend was married. It's a guy. He's married, and he had kids. And when the wife and kids would go to bed, he would go off in the cut and bang the dude.
No.
And I was like, oh my God, my dude, you didn't feel bad about this? He's like, why should I feel bad? I said, because that's a man's family. It's like not only, okay, listen, you got to think from the kid's perspective. Like, imagine if those kids walked in, not only do they find out their dad's cheating, but they also find out he's gay. Like these are two bombs you're dropping. He's like, not my problem. So I went to think about it, and then we all got in the discussion because there was lots of us around. I think it was 5 of us, and I said, you know what? Maybe it wouldn't be as bad for the woman though. And then one dude he's like, "What? Are you kidding me?" I said, "Well, I mean, is all cheating created equal? Like, for instance, like if I found out the wife cheated on me with a female, he's like, that's even worse." I said, "I don't think it is." Because she cheated with a female, I don't feel like I'd be near as mad as opposed to it being a dude. And let's flip it. Let's say it's the wife and I end up sleeping with a dude. Some dudes are gonna freaking clip this shit, maybe. Well, whatever though. So let's say that happened. I don't think it would be as bad for the wife because now she doesn't have to be insecure and be like, was this chick better than me? Did she look better than me? Did she have a better body than me? No, it's just she can just chop it up to, oh, well, he's gay.
No, Rev, look, if my girl got some lesbian friends, bro. Okay.
Okay.
And these are her friends, and she, so once in a while they go out for drinks. But look, if that happened, that's worse to me.
Really?
And you know why it's worse?
Tell me why. Tell me why. Explain it to me,
dude. You were such a fucking dirtbag. You were so bad in bed. Like,
whoa. Is that the case, dude? This chick can strap on a 14-incher.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Okay, but plastic is plastic. It's never the same. But the point I'm saying is, like, I would feel like, wow, I've failed as a fucking male. Period. That's what I would be thinking. Like, hey,
I wouldn't feel that at all because I'm confident in that area. I know that's not the case.
Okay, but me too.
Whereas if it's a dude, the first thing I'm going to look at, I'm going to say he has hair, doesn't he? You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I knew that's what was going on here.
No,
you know what I mean?
I'm with Rev.
Chick, dude, all day.
I'm with Rev, and I agree because ultimately, it's like it'll make me feel not as bad. I would still feel bad, but I would feel way less bad because it's like, oh yeah, this guy doesn't lay the pipe better than me. You just like pussy.
Boom.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
No,
it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. It's not like I wasn't laying down the pipe. You're not even interested in pipe,
bro. It's not that. I feel like in the back of you guys' head, okay, I can picture Rev like, well, shit. Then who is she? Where's she at? Like, because he's thinking like, all right, well, now this is an opportunity to include something new. I feel like that's what the mind ultimately that's the mindset.
No, it's but see, I'm not near as offended. Like when you cheat with a dude, it's like it's just done. There's nothing left to discuss. You cheat with a chick, there's still some options here.
Yeah, we can bring her into the fold. Like,
there's still some options. You know, we can work something out. Where you at on this, Vic? You sleep?
No, I got a question for you real quick.
Hit me.
So what if hypothetically, your wife cheats on you with a chick, but it's a butch chick?
Oh.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So she don't even look good.
Yeah, she don't look like a.
And I just think she's desperate and pathetic as hell.
Now, how does that change your perspective on the cheating, right? Because it changes it, right?
It does change it. So like if she's hot, it's like, oh shit. I would have done it too. But if she looks nasty, then I don't know. I just feel like she must have some issues. I don't know. I think she just reached it like I would think that she just mentally reached a low point and just, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do with that.
Rev,
I wouldn't feel like it was me.
Are you still with her after that? If it not the Ellie looking, not the good looking chick. Are you still with her if she cheats?
After Butch chick?
Not Butch.
After a hot like model girl.
Yeah.
After hot.
Still?
Depends. Like I said, we have some options.
Right. See, but that's the
saying. Now things can get interesting. If you're cheating me with a dude, it's over. This shit is not getting more interesting.
That's a wrap.
This is terrible.
That's a wrap.
Look,
we're done.
Yeah, but you told me if my girl's watching videos, she might as well be cheating.
Of dudes.
Right.
Dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Chicks.
I didn't think.
I walk in, she's looking at some chick action. I go, whoa, what's going on up in here? You know what I mean? It's a dude. It's like, get your ass on out of here.
I think there's definitely a double standard here. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, too, betrayal. But at the end of the day, like honestly, like, and this is just me being a man and having my double standards. Honestly, I feel like a woman cheating on a man would devastate a man more than the same vice versa. Because, like, bro, like for you as a woman to have sex with somebody, you have to let somebody inside of you. Like somebody has to enter you. Like, you allowed somebody in there that's not me? That was my domain. What the fuck? Nah, this is unacceptable.
See, for me, it's the emotional part of it, Meds.
And no, the thing it's not even for me. Not obviously emotional Blaze, but also like it's like Blaze. I just ordered awesome, amazing burger, and you just came through and took a bite out of it. I don't want the rest. Take it.
This goes.
Yeah, no,
That's facts.
I hear that. I hear
but
that.
But Rev, this goes back to the whole work job, like the job. If it's gonna happen, it's at a job, right? But like, it's like, wait, you're over here telling the little, how was your day? Like all these little, the little things that they want to get off their chest. Let's say, right? And now that's the part that would piss me off. Like, man, you over here having a secret, telling our little thing, you know what I mean? Like our shit, you're like exposing it, like, oh, this is what I do, and this is what I don't like about this. And like, you know what I mean? Like that shit.
Dude, that's what women do. That's what women do. They talk to their friends. You think your girl don't talk to her friends about you?
Bro,
and the shit that you do? And that you just sit and play your stupid little video games all day?
That's
you think
okay,
this talk
though.
don't go on?
Bro, but
this
with
is what
guy,
women do.
But I'm saying with a guy, though.
Oh, she's talking with a guy about that.
Yeah, like the now
dude,
just picture exactly
that's
what
going to happen too. Listen, if a woman's in the workforce and she's working with a dude, I promise you your business is being put out there. It's just how it goes, man. It's just the way it works.
That pisses me off, bro.
Well, what? It's time for Meds to leave? Is that where we're at?
His internet went out.
But anyway, so that branched off into another topic, and then the wife started talking to me about something else. Cause shit's been kind of rocky for us lately. And she was talking about a girlfriend that I had that was like a legit friend. And she was an older lady, but she was cool. Like she was cool as hell, dude. So I brought her to meet the wife and everything.
What?
And,
what was this?
A few years back. And the wife really had a problem with it. But listen, there was no sexual attraction. You know what I'm saying? And I said, when you meet her, you'll understand. So she meets her. She thinks she's cool, but at the same time, she's still uncomfortable with the fact that I talked to her and this and that. And she's like, if I had a dude that I talked to the way you talk to her, it'd be unacceptable. I said, now listen, let me tell you why it's not the same thing. I feel like we've gotten into something similar to this on the cast before. I said, no amount of me talking to her, no amount of her making me laugh, no amount of anything is ever going to make her sexually attractive to me. You understand? Where a female's concerned, she either looks good or she doesn't. Okay, now there's some things she can do to make you warm up to her. But if there's no sexual attraction there, there's not going to be sexual attraction.
Right, just say.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Whereas women are concerned, it's like she may not be sexually attracted at first, but his personality can win her over. Him making her laugh, him just being a rock there
or being a shoulder
for her to lean on,
yeah,
that can make him sexually appealing to her. I was like, and you see it all the time. I see girls all the time cheating on their men with just straight jokes. And she's like, dudes cheat on their women with girls that are uglier. I said, they do it, but there's no meaning behind it.
Right.
It's like they're just doing it. They're doing
it's
it.
an escape from the moment type of thing.
Yeah, whereas these females, this dude reached her on some kind of an emotional level, or she's just flat out doing it for spite. That's the difference. If you're getting close to a guy that's ugly, that's still a threat because sexual attraction isn't a priority for women.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Physically, women can be sexually attracted to you without being physically attracted to you at all.
Which is weird. That's just so weird to me.
Man, this is like
they're emotional fucking dinosaurs, bro. That's why.
I heard this is like a little rhyme I heard in high school. It was like women fall in love through the ears and men through the eyes. That's why women wear makeup and men lie.
Huh.
That's just it is what it is. You can convince a very smart, very beautiful woman to sleep with you if you are savvy enough. But an ugly ass woman is not getting into this bed, bro. It's not happening.
What is that line from Harry Met Sally? A woman needs to learn to be attracted to the man that she loves, and men need to learn. Shit, how does that go? I don't know. Let me think about it. Vic, what's your thoughts? What are your thoughts on what I just said?
On why it's different?
No, do you agree with what I said to you, or do you disagree? You go, bro, I was sleeping. I don't even know what you said.
I don't know. I mean, for me, there's no justification for cheating. I think cheating is cheating no matter what your gender is, but I think men and women cheat very differently and for very different reasons. Men, 99% of the time, cheat
We do it off of pure impulse. So.
Bro, we just want a nut. That's
Yeah,
it. First
that's
of
the
all,
thing.
It's not just an impulse thing, but we cheat physically, and women cheat. It's always more emotion involved than the physicality thing. At least in my personal experience, and all the women I've talked to, because I had a lot of female friends. I've worked in a lot of different industries, and I've talked to a lot of women. It's always an emotional thing. Like, women can think someone is very, very attractive and still never even think about crossing that line. Especially like when they're in a serious relationship. But men, I think that line is a little easier to cross the more attractive someone becomes to them. But a lot of the women I've talked to, the vast majority of them, it's always an emotional thing. It was like, oh, well, we were going through some shit, and this guy was my shoulder to lean on, and we had a lot in common, and we talked about it's always an emotional thing that's brought up through discussion with women most of the time. And with men, it's like, she had a fat ass. She made it, you know what I mean? She made it known that she wanted to get it, and I gave it to her.
Yeah, that's really what it's simple.
That's all it takes.
It's very
but for
simple.
women, it's the exact opposite. For most women, and that's kind of changing culturally for us. But for most women,
it kind of is. They're becoming just like men.
Exactly. Yes, they are.
For over the last 10 years, I've talked to a lot of women, and I have a lot of female friends, and it started with the vast majority of it being like an emotional thing, or you were going through something in their relationship. And now I know a lot of women, I won't say a lot. I know some women who are like, I thought that the dude was super hot and we hooked up kind of thing. Where in the past, I had never heard that before. And it's becoming more of a thing than it did in the past. It's like we're swapping.
Yeah, why are dudes more intimidated by the good-looking girl instead of being
because
attracted?
they think they're going to get rejected in the first place?
They don't want
a lot of people
rejection.
feel rejected.
The ugly guy's got
and
nothing to
rejection.
lose. The good-looking guy has something to lose.
Yeah,
Isn't that fucked up though? That's not how it's always been, is it? Like, I feel like
it's always been.
It's an ego thing. Yeah, it's an ego thing. It's always been.
If you're ugly, you don't have an ego. So if you say no, what difference does it make? A good-looking guy, he's got an ego. So you tell him no. Now he's like, damn, what the?
He's hurt.
How?
Yeah, and they're not used to hearing
the logic
no
behind it.
Yeah. Like I went through that, like growing up, going through like I guess puberty or whatever. Like I was very shy. I was very afraid to approach women, but eventually, like at one point, like I just was like, women like it when you're confident. So just pretend to be confident and do. I'm telling you, this all happened in high school from like ages 15 to 16. I went from like not even being able to approach a girl to just talking to any girl who would give me the time of day, because and like I said, I actually wasn't confident. I was just pretending to be confident, and I pretended to be confident so long that I gained real confidence because the pretending worked. I'm like, wait, you fell for that? Oh shit! If you fell for that, the others will too. And I just kept having success, and eventually it's like, nah, I'm actually good at this.
Bro, this is why guys rather these dudes just sit
and another thing. Hot women, let's be real, have
very insecure
options. Well, they got options. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Lots and lots and lots and lots of options. And dudes are going to be throwing shit at her left and right. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like a lot of young dudes get intimidated by that and just say, you know what? It's not worth my time.
Well, they can't match
they talk themselves out of it.
Yeah.
So the other thing is,
Rev, social media, like if you see a cute girl and she's got a social media presence and she's got 200 followers, right? Dude, she hasn't been poisoned yet. She hasn't been exposed yet. But I'm telling you, there's women that have 15, 20, 100, like you can't even, like in my head, they're poisoned. They're already ruined because they've been hit up so many times on a daily basis that they're not even approachable. It's not because I don't want to approach them. They're just not approachable from a social media presence. I'm telling you, bro, it's become like these girls get on Instagram and anything they do is for a reaction. And like, if these girls got more than 100 followers, 200 followers, bro, they will not, they're still, I feel like they're still not poisoned. Like you can approach them, but once they get exposed to too many eyeballs and too many people hit them up, they're done. Like you would have to do something special to get their attention.
You can still get you. You can still get you.
Yeah, you got to do something special though.
It depends. It depends where you meet them though. Like trying to reach them through social media, probably
Ain't
not.
happening.
That's not
Yeah.
that's not it.
But like I've met a lot of women like that outside of social media before I knew like what the numbers were like, and it's not that hard. Like Med said,
Yeah, but outside, bro. I'm talking about if you're trying to reach them through social media, it's not happening, bro. Bro, everything's on dating sites, Vic. Like,
no, it can happen. It can happen.
It can happen if you're out there and you see her, but
Bro,
like,
Kofi met his fiance on Instagram.
man, you're not getting the
He
point,
just got
bro.
in her DMs.
What did you tell me? You told me, oh yeah, but his fiance don't got 50,000 followers, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, you're right.
What I'm saying is, Meds, what do you do on a daily? A single guy, you're swiping left or right?
Oh, I'm swiping everything right.
Okay, so you're interested. That's what I'm saying. Like
I'm interested. Bro,
you swipe everything?
I swipe everything, and then I curate from there.
You swipe everything.
They want
shit you don't think looks good.
Because I don't have time to curate everything. Here's the thing. They want you to curate everything by looking at girls and then going yes, no. I don't have time for that. I'm gonna say yes to everything, and then the girls who say yes to me, then I'll go with those girls, and then I'll say yes or no to those. Understand? Like this is a comedian named Dion Cole. He said, "Yo, at the club, I don't give a fuck what's going on. Like if there's a group of girls, I just walk up to them and say, which one of y'all like me? And whichever one of y'all like me, that's the one I'm gonna like. Like it's that simple when you're a man. If a woman looks good, bro, who cares what she has to say? If your objective is just to smash that day, bro, I don't give a fuck where you went to school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, like there's more rhymes for you. A couple more odes that I took in high school that taught me, you know, how to approach chicks or whatever. It's like one song goes, "Nice guys finish last. That's why I'll treat you like trash." It's like facts. Like ever since I stopped being a gentleman, bitches love me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. It's like another one. Wiz Khalifa, treat her like I don't need her. You best believe you're in her face. I let her breathe. Like, bro, like,
you know, that's such a cliche term, but it really is the fact.
Oh,
like, it
bro,
really is.
When a girl thinks you need her, when a girl thinks you need her, it's over.
It's over.
That's 100%. That is 100%. And if she feels like she can do better than you.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? If you're relying on her and she thinks she can do better than you, dude, the clock is ticking.
100%.
Rev, how do you feel about getting emotional?
You, it's over.
How do you feel about getting like everybody in general? Like, how do you feel about showing emotion to your?
Don't do it.
What do you mean?
Don't
like,
do it.
Like to your girl in general?
Yeah, like have you ever showed emotion?
Like crying around your female?
No, I'm not saying crying, but like, you know,
I opened up. I never cried in front of her.
I don't open up, bro.
You don't ever open up?
My swear to God, if I get my girl in here, she's hearing me. My girlfriend tells me she don't even know me. That's what she tells me.
Nah, I did that.
That's how like restricted I am.
Yeah, I did that on Father's Day. Chick I dated in high school. Like her dad was when I first met her father, and we were dating for a while. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I don't really do that much. But I don't.
You know, it's a strange thing because females are kind of weird. I think it depends on the context in which you show emotion. I went to a funeral about 15 years ago. It was a coworker that died. He was like one of my best friends. Really looked up to the guy. And I'm in the funeral. I'm trying to be strong, dude. And I start crying. And I really didn't want to do that. But there were two girls there that knew me. And the one told me like 2 weeks later, she's like, "Oh my God, when I saw you crying, I wanted to F you so bad."
What?
And I'm like, what the You know what I mean? Just I don't know, dude. It's super weird. You know what I mean? They're so goddamn hard to read.
Bro, that's a one-off to me. I feel like
I don't know, man.
Well, no, at a
but
funeral,
again,
that's
if you cry
understanding,
over
though.
some dumb shit,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
funeral,
Yeah, it'll be a
understand.
turnoff.
Yeah, I think the context matters
weird.
for sure.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
you know, you have to show some kind of emotion to connect with the opposite sex, just on a human level, right? Like things where you show empathy. But if you're fucking like crying in Toy Story 3, bro, they're gonna lose respect for you.
Exactly.
100.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say that it's a matter of how you cry. Like if you let a couple of gangster tears go down your eyes, perfect, beautiful. If you're balling like a
Gangsta
bitch,
tears.
it's over. It's
Right.
over. It's
Right.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I just had tears streaming down. You know, it's not like I was sobbing, and it's
Yeah, you're
like
tearing.
it was an open casket. It was just like, God damn it, and that's me trying to hold it. God damn, that was rough.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
you care about somebody if you're at a funeral, bro, it's
You were
'cause you
breaking,
care.
but
Like,
you
who
weren't,
gives
like,
a fuck
balling,
what you're
right?
doing?
Basically,
I don't
right?
give a. I'm not. Yo, what
Right.
about that cliche word where they say, "Oh, catch a girl at a funeral"? That's the best time. Yeah, like I've
It's
always
because they're
heard that.
emotional. They're emotional. That's why they're like a wounded little zebra, and for some reason, when women are emotional, they want to have sex.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh my God, my father died. I want to go F this guy.
Yo.
Super weird, dude.
So
Bro,
weird, bro.
Like I ain't even trying to think about sex when that happened. You know what I mean? Like that's the furthest thing from my mind.
So fucking weird, dude. For
Yeah,
real.
I've had that
don't try
happen.
to understand them.
I've had that happen. Like there was a girl who I had an on and off relationship with for 3 years, and one day we had just come off like a very nasty one of our very numerous breakups, and I didn't think I'd hear from this girl again. And she calls me up and she tells me that because she was like, she worked at a church and she worked under the pastor directly. Turned out the pastor was like molesting little girls or whatever. So she was like, she didn't know what to do. She was like, I don't even know what to do. I need somebody to talk to. Can I come over? I'm like, okay, fine, come over, whatever. Dude, like when she came over, we didn't talk.
You just consoled her with your
Bro, she came over, she
yeah.
hugged me. She was like, can we lie down or whatever? I'm like, oh, cool. So we're lying down. She's like hugging me and shit. And then, bro, like 2 minutes later, we're fucking. And I never even got a chance to talk to her about the situation. I don't even know what happened. Like, that's how it is. It's true. Women, when they get really emotional, whether it could be really positive, like they just graduated or some shit, or they just lost a loved one, they want to fuck. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, on the opposite end of the spectrum, that's a little bit less morbid. If you meet women at like when their emotions are very high, like at a wedding, same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
They love that. They're dashing for the bouquet. They love that shit. Women are weird, bro, and I'm never gonna pretend I understand them.
Yeah, I think that to a certain extent they would like you to show some kind of emotion, especially like in terms of like empathy and shit like that, like caring for others, but there's definitely a line there. I've talked to a lot of women and you just can't be fucking flat out sobbing in front of them, man, regardless of what you might think or what they might say. In some aspect, they do lose a little bit of respect for you.
Absolutely. That's the thing, man. Like,
I've had women say they've had men do that and then they just didn't find them attractive anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
and it wasn't even a
men or women want men.
If you get your ass whooped in front of a woman, it's over
too.
I'm letting you know that right now.
Yeah.
Your relationship is done. If you get your ass whooped, like if you got into a fight and you fought well and you lost, it's fine. If you got your ass kicked in front of your lady, it's over, dude. I'm telling you, it's over. She can lie to you and tell you it's okay, baby, whatever. Like I still love you. Like that's I'm telling you, she lost respect for you in her eyes. I guarantee it.
Especially a situation where you stepped in to defend her and then you got pounded out too.
Or how about this? How about this? You walk in, your girl's cheating, and then the dude beats your ass on top of it.
Now get the fuck out of my house, boy. Like,
it's so
dude, you got to kill yourself. You know what I mean?
Nah,
you got to give him money after that.
Your ass.
You can't. This is the thing this is. I've thought about that situation.
That shit would be crazy.
I'd be
shoot myself in
pissed,
the head.
but I'd have to get like a weapon or something and ask him to leave. I can't get my ass beat by some dude who's naked, bro.
In my own house,
I'll never be able to live that down, bro.
That's facts, Vic. Could you imagine?
Imagine trying to square up with a dude. He jumps out of your bed, just swinging, bro. Nah, fuck all that. I'm grabbing a gun. You getting the fuck out of my house,
bro.
After it's been in your property.
Oh my god, bro.
He sets his nuts on your chin while you're on the ground. He said, I may as well just F him too.
You got to give him the
Oh
house
my
if that shit happened.
Yeah, dude.
Oh
Hand him
my
the keys.
God.
Imagine be like, babe, come on, grab the gun.
You better just check out.
I'm definitely shooting myself in the head, bro. If that were to happen, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, what do you got to live for at that point, bro? Yeah, I mean,
if your girl saw you get your ass whooped and she still love you and she want to stay with you, propose. Facts.
That's crazy,
man. I know what I said to myself the other day. I was like, you know, we got in a little fight. You know, my girl's so intoxicated right now. But I was just thinking, like, man, I'm going through my years, man. These are my fucking prime years, bro. I'm just whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, man, I'm over here like every year is going, bro. Years are just flying by, bro. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, they're just going, bro.
What's the point you're trying to make here?
I'm saying you
don't
feel
lost
like
me on the point.
I'm saying, like, Rev, like, damn, man, you don't like look at your, like, these are your prime years left. That's it.
You feel
You know what I mean?
so.
Like,
in other words, you feel like you're wasting them.
He wants to go out and
Tied
cheat.
down.
He wants to go out cheating.
Nah, I could, bro. I'm not built that. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm not. I'm not built that way
Aren't
anymore.
these her prime years too, though?
Yeah, but fuck,
that's true. That's true.
her.
A
So
woman
you're
after like
both-
29 is.
You're both wasting them on each other.
Listen, I know women, like, they got a certain clock, but I feel like guys are so desperate at this point. Like, she can be 60, she can be whatever. Like,
God,
you know what I mean?
nah,
There's always somebody
come on.
willing. Nah, but there's always somebody out there
Yeah.
willing to do the deed.
Of course,
Like,
of course.
you know what I mean?
of
It's like,
course.
it's like with us, like, you start, like Rev said, he says he's losing his hair. You start losing, you know, it's like, it's a wrap, bro. It's like, damn.
Yeah, but that's what hats are for. You know what I mean?
Facts. Hey, Rev, like I tell you, know why I tell you it's not a big deal that you're bald, bro? Because I wear hats with a full set of hair. Like,
I know. That's because you're a retard.
I always found that weird too.
I wear hats all the time, bro. I got a full set of hair, bro. And I listen, like, when we go out, like, yeah, I'll do a little comb over, whatever. Like, but you know, I'm a hat guy. I just always been.
I feel you.
It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense, dude. If I had hair, I'd never wear a hat ever.
Rev, but okay,
I've
but how
always
many
worn
people?
hats, man. Always
How many
love 'em.
people have to tell you that you look, Rev? You look good, bro. You look fine. Without how
Dude,
many?
Rev does
Nah,
look fine. Rev does look fine.
But
Just
how many
stop.
people got to
Just
tell
stop.
you? Why?
It doesn't.
Why do you
Listen, no. If I never had hair, that would be one thing. Okay, but I've seen what I am with hair, and I see what I am without it. So there's nothing anybody can tell me. I'm not the same person. It
Oh
hurts
my
me.
god! I
understand?
You're
saying you're
I think
strengthening
you're
your
wrong,
hair,
Rev. I
Rev?
think you're
Huh?
wrong. Rev.
You're strengthening your hair.
What did God do to Samson when that chick cut Samson's hair? Huh? In the Bible,
He lost all his strength.
he lost his strength. His hair was the key.
Mm.
Hair's the key, dude. A good head of hair can make up for a bad face. If you're a dude, if let's say you look mediocre, but you have fantastic hair, you'll still look good. You got a good looking face with a shitty set of hair, dude. You're ruined. You're ruined.
Right.
Oh,
right.
absolutely,
But you're that you don't
absolutely.
fit that
Plain and
description
simple.
though. That's all I'm saying. You're not a guy that looks weird without hair. I know you. I know we can't tell you how you look, and I know you look better with hair in general, right? But it's not a bad look. That's all I'm saying.
I think some folks look great bald. Like, no homo. Like, I think a lot of men pull off the bald look. Like, I don't think there's anything to be afraid of.
Bro,
honestly.
Like Vin Diesel would look weird
As
with
you
hair.
talk over there with your head of hair. Yeah.
Bro, I'm balding too, and let me tell you something. I'm
You're
not gonna
receding. That's not the same thing.
it's happening. It's
You
happening.
got plenty of hair. You're fine.
Yeah, but who the fuck wants to be receding?
But
at
listen,
that
but
point?
when it
you
looks
know
real
what I
bad,
can-
I'm gonna shave my head. I'm not gonna think about it
Right,
again. Because,
right.
Bro, every time I've had long hair throughout my life a bunch of times. Like, I used to get it braided. Like, I used to have hair down to my ass before. Bro, every time I've ever gotten it cut, it happened 3 times in my life. Every time I've gotten it cut afterwards, I'm like, why did I have this long hair this whole time? It's so much maintenance. It's so annoying. Having a buzz cut is so simple and easy to deal with. Like, bro, fuck all that, bro.
That's
being
fat
bald is
meds.
easy. And
I used to cut my hair short so I could just wake up and get going. Like,
yeah, so you don't have to
facts.
do shit.
Facts. That trust me, man. And dude, if you get receding hair, like once your hairline's gone, bro, you might as well just shave your head, bro. You really might as well.
Absolutely.
Bro.
I'm
Listen.
shaving my head soon.
If you take a panel of girls, I
Rev
think
doing that
I've said
Boston
this
shit.
before. If you take every girl on the planet and tell her to draw her perfect guy, How many of those girls do you think is going to put a bald man down?
They're not gonna draw that. But how many
Not a
bald men do you
single
see
one
with
will put a
badass
bald one
bitches?
down.
Like,
How many ugly mother effers do you see with badass bitches? What does that mean?
that's my entire point, SolidRev.
No,
Right.
it doesn't. Listen, it's what you see in the mirror. Boston Lloyd just recently passed away. I don't know if you guys know who he was, a bodybuilder. And young bodybuilder, 29 years old.
Wow.
He said, looking in the mirror and being completely happy with what you see is worth more than any amount of money on the planet. A lot of people don't feel that way. A lot of people just don't flat out don't give two shits what they look like. I've always cared about what I look like. And looking in the mirror and not being happy with what I see, that's not a good feeling to me. You understand? And when I'm bald, that's a serious problem. So it's not even about what other people see. Everybody can tell me, "Oh, it looks good. It looks." I don't care. I'm going off of what I see in the mirror, and I don't look anywhere close to what I used to look like because of the hair loss. That's the best I can explain it.
And no, honestly, Rev, you did send me some old pictures. You were definitely a stud back. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
dude,
Like,
with
I'm
the
just-
hair, come on, man. I was tan. I had hair, a physique. Now it's just like I
Now
look like
you're-
an
now-
alien.
Yeah, but now you're just tan.
I
with
just
the
live in my
physique.
hat.
It's a
You know
little
what I mean?
bad.
Screw it.
Rev, you have sex with your hat on?
Yep.
He said that the other day. He said the hat stays on, and the socks too. He said you don't take the socks off either.
Yo, I'm a sock guy,
too.
but the hat, come on, bro.
Socks
Nah, I
too.
take
Hat,
the socks
socks.
off. Man.
Oh shit.
And if you knock
you know
it
what,
loose,
Rev?
you gotta wait for me to fix it.
Right. Facts. Yo, Rev, and
Yep.
you know what?
I'll
My
even
girl-
stop and go look in the mirror and make sure it's fitting right on my head. Well, all right.
Oh my god.
Nah, he's right,
Oh.
bro. Because my girl's like, take this fucking hat off. I want to feel your hair. Like, wow.
Yo, so Suffer So Proud said something in the chat that I need to say. He says, dude, Rev, we just had a whole conversation about how women don't actually care about the way you look.
I care about how I look. How many times I gotta explain this? You know what I mean? How many times?
yeah, we
I
can't.
Well,
say
then,
how
well,
we
then,
feel.
well, then you're screwed for life.
I care. Exactly.
Because the shit ain't coming
That's
back.
been my whole point. It's just not, I'm just not
Bro,
the same.
LeBron James has probably got the most money. He's a superstar, and guess what? He's bald, bro. That shit is sprayed on, but I can't
Nah.
fucking tell.
Nah, but you see how hard he be trying to hang on to that shit?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because he
LeBron-
knows.
LeBron,
he
LeBron,
knows.
no, LeBron should have let go a long time ago. LeBron, bro, you remember Michael Jordan in the 90s? He made being bald look cool. Like,
Yeah.
bro, just shave your
He's
fucking head. It
black
looks fine.
meds.
And I don't want to
can't
make
use a black guy.
yo. I was gonna say this. I was gonna say this too, Rev. I was gonna say this too because I didn't want to make this a rep thing, but not for nothing. Black guys pull off the bald look better than anybody. Black guys
Because
look
they're black.
perfectly fine,
Now
bro.
they'll pull off a ball. Look.
Bro,
Yes.
bro. Most black guys when they're bald, bro, they look super normal and fine. Like they pull it off
Exactly.
so well.
It fits 'em.
I don't know
They
about
pull it
me.
off
Big-
well.
It's the skin. Now you take a white guy and bald him, dude. 99.9% of the time, it looks freaking like aliens, like a race
Yeah.
of aliens.
Yeah, but
Nah,
it's
yeah,
it's
it
just a
doesn't
matter
look
of how
like-
used. It's just a matter of how used you are to seeing somebody a certain way. Like for example, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? Bald, right? I look at old
Yeah, I
Stone
can't
Cold with the
picture him
blonde
there.
hair. That's weird. Like, bro, you're bald.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah,
some
but you
people.
just
with
use
the
an
hair.
example of one of the few guys that can pull it off.
Bro,
Now
Right.
take
Yeah.
the
The thing
Rock.
is-
Take the Rock's bald head.
He pulls it
Okay.
off too.
Okay, but listen to me. Now take away his physique.
That's different.
Look at the
Yeah.
Rock's head.
Yeah.
Take away his physique. Not only is he not the Rock anymore, he's a complete and total joke.
Rev, but that applies to
Complete and
everyone.
total
Listen,
joke.
that's the thing. Listen, you can be bald, but you can't be fat and short and shit too, bro. If you're gonna be bald, you gotta be jacked and look good. Like Rev, you're
You
tall as
see?
shit.
See,
you're
there
tall
you
as
go.
shit, and you have a good build. You're fine.
I
There's
don't have a
dudes
good
out there
build.
who are short. They can't change that. They're fat. They can. They refuse to change that. And they're bald. Like their fucking
Right.
lives are over. They got 0 maidens.
Mm.
Like, bro, you're fine. You're fine.
Bro, I've had this conversation till he's blue in the
You
face.
can't-
but you
Most
don't wanna
most
hear it,
most
bro.
guys are fine. Most guys are fine. As long as you're not short and fat, you're good.
Bro, like I told him, bro, like, yo, when I hit your age, Rev, I pray to God I have your physique that you so-called is a lost cause. Like, get out of here, bro. Like, I don't
My
want to hear
physique
that.
is trash, dude. You guys are just you accept mediocrity.
I guess so.
That's
Hey,
it. That's
I
it.
guess so. Fuck, bro. All right, let's
the
get these
podcast
super
player.
chats. Yeah, let's get these.
Oh, we got super chats. I got them.
Yeah, get the
Um,
chats. Let's wrap it.
let's see. Okay, so we got 2 American from 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. We got Needs for Speed Heat and MCLA. What's MCLA? Oh, Midnight Club Los Angeles is greater than Gran Turismo and Forza. Okay, I mean, I'm with you because I prefer arcade racers. So yeah. Another $5 from 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. When men cheat, it's because we want some action. When women cheat, it's way worse because women don't like sex. That's a quote from Michael Kelso from that 70s show. $5 again from the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So meds, you're saying girls are like children. Nobody wants the toy airplane because nobody is playing with it, but as soon as somebody picks it up, yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. And I'm not telling you that that's what women are like. Men are also like that too. How many times have you been single for a year and no bitches approach you, and then you get a girlfriend, and now all those girls are all in your DMs and calling your phone? That happens to both sexes. It applies to everyone. Damn,
that does happen. That does happen.
Does it? Another one. This is all from the same person. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Appreciate the support. Another 5. Rev, listen. If The Rock can still pull dots, rocking a fanny pack, then you're good.
Oh no.
Randy Orton looks better now than he did in his 20s.
That's a fact. I agree.
Too.
Randy Orton has a freaking build.
So do you, bro. Randy Orton is shorter than you.
This is not a build. You understand? This is not a build.
You say that because you're fit. Fat guys would love to look like you.
Oh my god!
I'm telling you, man.
Carry on with the chat.
That's the last super chat.
Okay.
All right. Well, listen, these conversations are good. We're not gonna change people's mind, bro. Rev is an old school, stubborn guy, and you're not gonna change how I've learned this. It took me years to develop that. Like, oh yeah, well that's what he says. That's what he says. Like, it ain't gonna fucking change. But great show. Vic, my man, Vic, you're a fucking great talker, bro. I wish you would talk more. Really, you're so good.
There was a lot of shit that we talked about that I really don't have.
I get it.
I don't play Ubisoft or racing games, so I couldn't really. I was trying to keep the talking to a minimal too because there's a lot of fucking echo in this room.
I feel you, bro. I appreciate your time though, nonetheless. Meds.
Appreciate being back on the SolidCast. Always a good time.
I can't respect a dude who doesn't respect himself. Go bald or get some plugs, but don't want him. Dude, I will slap.
Who said that?
Shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Talk real big in the chat. Who's asking you to respect anybody, dumbass? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I love it. I be seeing these dudes in the chat, man. I let them rock. Let them talk, bro. Whatever.
No, they always have some asshole lurking.
Bro, there's dudes that just think they got it figured out, bro.
Yeah.
All they do is dick suck and no.
They think they know you. You know what I mean? You think I know what I've been. You think you know what I've been through. You think I know what kind of life I've had. You don't know shit about me except for what I tell you in this cast. Oh, just go bald. Shut the fuck up.
He says he's Rev, he says he's also bald. That's why he just says he should just go for it. But anyway, like I said, amazing time here. Hold on, one more super chat from $10. Hello, SolidRev. I have years of experience with video editing and Photoshop. I'm a big fan and would love to help you out for free. I have an idea for thumbnails. I can't put my Discord username here. I guess reach out to SolidRev on Twitter. Reach out to SolidRev on Twitter. I'm sure
hit me up on Twitter.
Yeah, hit him up on Twitter. Another $2 donation from Gaming Addict. Shout out to you, Gaming Addict, my brother. Shout out to everyone here. Hit that like button.
Thank you,
please hit that like button. Appreciate that. Another $2 is the last one from Sex with a Woman Feels Good. Good show. Remember, doggy style your girlfriends. I agree. I concur. But yeah, great time being here after a while. Hopefully, I'm here for the next episode as well. And yeah, man, I'm gonna drop my Twitter in the chat because I am a new Xbox owner. And if you're an Xbox gamer and you want to play the show or FIFA or sports games, UFC 4, hit me up and we'll play a little bit.
Fucking casual.
You don't want that smoke.
Big Cloud, hit him.
You don't want that smoke.
I mean, I don't have PlayStation or I don't have a PlayStation.
Oh, how convenient.
I don't have a PlayStation or PS Plus.
Big Cloud. Tell them what's going on for Friday, bro.
Great show. Shout out to everybody who came through. Friday, we got Mickey James coming through from WWE. If you guys pull up, man, it's gonna be great.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait for that.
She's a current champion, right?
Current champion, yeah.
Not
And
anymore.
Impact.
Actually, she lost the belt.
She lost the belt. Wow.
She lost the Impact title.
All right, we'll cancel the show.
We got fun. We got fun. No, it's hilarious.
And you know, Rev ain't doing no intro, but Rev, appreciate your time, man. I know we spoke on the phone. You know, you're going through this kind of sober, and yeah, so I know what you got to go do after this. But yeah, I appreciate everybody's time.
Don't worry,
Great show as
just
fucking
shave that
always,
shit.
bro.
Everything will be better.
Great show, man. Great show, man. All right, we'll holler at you next Wednesday. All right, peace.